The round robin slowly coming to an end. 2 draws remain. Tim Hortons Brier here in St. John's. It should be a very special night in St. John's as the hometown favorites face the defending champions, Newfoundland and Labrador, make the final. 7-5. There is no doubt who Mile 1 are cheering for. Brad Gushue has the fans on their feet. Newfoundland and Labrador's goal of a first Brier in 41 years still within reach. Kevin Cooey and Team Canada are on the cusp of a playoff berth. A win tonight, and the search for title number 4 will continue. Sensational Thursday night, Tim Hortons Brier. They say that the city of St. John's may get off a little lucky, freezing rain and rain, but a storm moving up the east coast could bring lots of snow west of St. John's. Let's go back to this afternoon, and Newfoundland and Labrador on the ice against Ontario. And this one goes to an extra. You see it tied at 7 against Glenn Howard in a 17th appearance at the Tim Hortons Brier, and this is a draw for the win. And you can just feel it as the crowd come to their feet. He puts it in the forefoot for the win. Brad Gushue is among the leaders. Elsewhere it was Quebec, 9-4 over New Brunswick. Team Canada wins, coming back against Manitoba, and Nova Scotia beats the Territory. So, top of the table, you've got 3. Team Canada right now, by virtue of that win over Manitoba, are listed number 1. Newfoundland, Labrador at 2 losses. Northern Ontario at 3. Remember, those are the 4 teams that made the playoffs a year ago in Ottawa, followed by Quebec. And if you're British Columbia, you are still alive, but you need some help. Anyone else on the right side has been eliminated. As on this Thursday night, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to St. John's and our continuing coverage. Cheryl Russell alongside. What a game that was by Team Newfoundland, that extra end draw to win. What does it tell you about them?
Well, it's just, I think for this team, you look at them and I expected them to be getting tired now. I expected the energy. They've been 2 years in the planning, thinking about interviews, everything that's going to come with this week, and then 6 days of dealing with the fans and the emotions. And instead of getting tired or being exhausted, it seems like the fans are building them up and giving them the momentum they need.
And you've got Team Canada coming off that win over Manitoba. They didn't press them, they didn't push the game, yet they still managed to win. So what do you take away?
I take away that the team is confident, not necessarily the third, the second, and lead in their own abilities, because they've always been good. They're super confident. That guy right there, Kevin Cooey, he's been unconscious in a couple of games. Remember the Ontario game where he was 96, 95 in the game today. Manitoba threw everything at them but the kitchen sink. 92% as a team. He pulled off a victory by himself.
When we come back, it is a rematch of last year's final in Ottawa, here in St. John's.
Kevin's an incredible Brier competitor.
And Alberta are the Canadian men's curling champions.
They always seem to play us tough, and they're one of the best teams in the country, one of the most skilled teams. And when they play up to their capabilities, they're a tough team to beat.
The hometown heroes, I guess. Hopefully we're in a good spot going into that draw, and probably a big game for both teams, and for sure we're definitely on that one circled.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere, proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years.
We're going to really keep our eye on the game tonight with Kathy because of the fact, here's BC, 4 losses. John Morris, got to stay there or you're out. If you're a 7-win team and you win an 8th, you're guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. Alberta, Northern Ontario, they don't want to drop to 4, and then Manitoba trying to rebound after that loss this afternoon. So Newfoundland, Labrador, Team Canada, it's bound to be loud tonight. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland Labrador. Our lead is Jeff Walker, our second is Brett Gallant, our third is Mark Nichols, and we curl out of the Ballyhaley Country Club and Remax Center in St. John's.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooey, skip of Team Canada. Our lead is Ben Hebert, second Brent Lang, third Mark Kennedy, and we curl out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Alberta.
Russ mentioned the 95% game thrown by Cooey earlier today against Manitoba. What did he do? He put the draw to the button right on the pin. So Team Canada has won that last rock here in the first. They will play the Yellowstones. Newfoundland and Labrador the red, and to get us underway, the lead for Brad Gushue is Jeff Walker.
Looks there. Pretty good. Mine's good. Mine's nice.
You and I talked about this before we watched Manitoba Team Canada, and how many blank ends, 4 blank ends in the last game. So our call was, would Gushue throw it in and allow that, but no.
Yeah, and we called that too. I played with the guy. I don't think he wants to run it up and down. He wants to get the crowd engaged. He wants to send a message that he's not afraid of the Canadian champion, because he was nearly Canadian champion, made it right to the final, loss to these guys.
Yeah, last year in Ottawa, the final 9-5 for Cooey and company.
Fight the 4-foot mark. You got to go. Yep. Come on, guys. Come on.
I think that is the edge, you know, looking at some of the numbers. This is to Gushue's advantage because they have been able to force the opposition. They're the #1 team out there, forcing them to win with a hammer. So that's where they can get the jump on Team Canada. Do that, get the hammer back, and score your deuce the next end.
Perfect weight for Ben Hebert. Just didn't get that curl at the end.
Whoa! Yes! Little heavy. Whoa! Little heavy. Whoa! Well then. Weights. Okay, right on the nose.
All right, time for the keys to the game now. We'll start with the defending champions, Team Canada.
Well, what they've done all week that surprised me, they've scored less points. Cheryl's pointed that out a couple times because they're kind of playing conservatively. I'd call it playing the percentages, but I'd play the percentages if I had that guy and his percentage. 95, as we mentioned earlier. He seems to have that ability to make that big shot every single time. So they have to be patient here because there's a whole pile of people in this building that aren't cheering for him.
Nice spot.
And for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, I think the big thing out here for this team, they want this win, but you got to control that desire. Once you walk onto the ice, you got to forget that goal. It's just all about the task at hand, the brushing, the shot making, and then draw on the success. We watched Brad Gushue that last game, 6 draws, 100%. He's actually 94% for first overall in draw percentages in the field.
Really disappointed, guys. Keys to the game brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. It's like the pressure's on you and you couldn't handle it tonight.
We cratered.
Hey, Turtle. How do I get you back up?
We turtled.
Very nice. Brett Gallant goes underneath.
Need a double right off the bat here.
Brent Lang.
Shooter.
Oh, wonderfully done. Leaves the stone covering the edge of the 4.
I like that he's coming around this. Good shot.
Team Canada with last rock, so it is their corner now.
Yeah, just a hair fresh. It's going to be in a little different bath.
A little bit. You heard Ben say he really liked that Newfoundland was coming around here because it is a corner. It's not a center. Little risky when you don't have Hammer coming around the corner guard.
And it's their corner, too.
When you take a look at Brad Gushue as we watch Brett Gallant, and we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier. We knew Kathy, and we know how he can play. He knows the game, but when he came home, it was as if he had to learn something altogether different.
Well, Brad's been very open about being extremely nervous at the opening ceremonies. And he said it wasn't until the loss Tuesday morning against the Northwest Territories that they sat down as a team and they noticed that the process that they used before every shot was not being followed. They were also trying to be what they thought the crowd would want them to be, very stoic, carrying themselves in a very non-emotional sort of way. And they agreed to go back to the process. They also agreed that this was going to be a memorable week, regardless of the outcome. So why wouldn't they just be themselves, not try to be anything other than who they are, get mad, get excited, just be in the moment, and that has made them a lot more loose, Brad said, and now they're really enjoying it, and they're playing a lot better.
And further to what Kathy's saying, you mentioned it, Russ, a couple of days ago. Monday morning, they will still be a good team. They will still have, two of them anyway, gold medals. They'll all have some Canadian championships. Doesn't take anything away.
That's just it. Yeah, if you really put it in the big picture, this isn't as pressure-packed as we all make it, and we've all been there. We all do it, and they want to try so badly for the crowd. But this crowd is going to be very proud of this young team from Newfoundland, one way or the other.
Mark Nichols as we play third stones here in this opener.
Line only right now.
Shot rock is hidden. T-line, edge of the floor. So a chance here maybe to take it away for Newfoundland if they can get it down on the corner.
Line's good. Whoa! Line's good. No. Line's good. Jeff's in, though. Lock it on. Yep. Whoa.
Lock it on. And they'll get that close. And they are the shot stone.
Shows the confidence in this young team to go around a corner guard without the advantage of hammer. It's also the guy with hammer. It's their corner guard. It's a bit of a gamble, but when they can lock him in like that, slight mistake by Canada coming that deep.
Freezing on the nose is pretty tasty. Freeze right on the nose.
Yeah, the call was just a bite top four.
So Mark's going to have to make a real good one here to kind of release that red one. It's totally buried. He's aiming at. Get pretty fast down in the spot.
All there. Back four, back eight.
I think you're close. Easy, close.
Back four.
Mark Kennedy.
Back four. Back eight. Back eight.
Off then.
Hey, Hebert.
Close.
Back eight. Just back eight.
Off.
Back eight.
Off.
No question.
Langer.
They said they would take it to the nose if they could get it there. And they'll unlock it a little bit. Shot rock remains Newfoundland Labrador.
Oh, very nice by Mark. Unlocks that back one and froze on the top one there.
Does it clear? Does it red? If the yellow red's made, does it go by that yellow? It might.
Top eight.
It's a definite game plan that Team Newfoundland's decided to play here by being this aggressive.
Line's a little tight. Line's tight.
So they got to go.
Where is it? Look, gotta go.
Jeff Walker,
Go.
Brett Gallant.
It's over curling. Hard. Low. Let it rub. 12. Let it rub. Top 12. Whoa, let it rub. Need a rub. No, just leave it.
There's the rub, spills off, so it can be used.
Just light. It was a good 6 feet less, maybe more.
You need to whip it, and then if you get it thin, it might spin in, right? Just a little snug on that one.
We don't have a red nose that red,
here.
When you lose one of ours, and I like this shot, big time. Okay. It's not that hard.
Just here, Mark.
Just throw the right weight. Yeah. Control. Mark, you got to hit about
3/4?
Yeah, 3/4 exactly.
Say it high. 3/4 with control.
Yellow on the red, get rid of that dangerous red
Like
one.
there.
Maybe spin it in the rings.
That's where I would have put it. Yeah. Okay, control weight.
more.
Get the weight right, boys.
Not taking much ice here.
Little solid.
They're not
Pretty
throwing
good
a ton
goal.
of weight either.
Mark Kennedy. You heard somebody say, get
Oh,
ready.
Off. Off.
Lang, Hebert, get ready.
Off.
Oh, and they got to rub off their own and spill it out the back, and they're sitting 1, 2, and 3.
Nice try.
Sweet fellas. Thanks, buddy.
That was a great shot.
Oh, baby.
Nice weight, too.
Watch this, how this red just, and And we missed the catcher, and we'll sit there.
I was worried that would jam, but by hitting it from that angle, it dragged it away. Beautiful shot. Couple nice angles here for Brad.
The only other option I see is we hit the open one. Hope he misses the roll or the nose, and then we roll.
I like the shot.
What's that?
Just like the shot.
Yeah, I think his nose is just a hair high.
You can kind of do two things. You run
Maybe a
this
hair
back,
more.
you stay as a guard.
Even if we stick it there, I think
You might
he has
get both of these, and you're not going to be far off of this one, so you might get either one of the doubles.
Should get some curl early. Curl bit.
Might even be a triple, Cheryl. Dead on. It's real close. Chance to get out of jail here.
Skip Stones.
Yes! Real close.
Real close.
Be a whoa coming.
Whoa! There's that whoa coming. What's he got? Run it back, and he drives it by everything.
Overbrushed it.
Manitoba.
What about a little bit of weight?
Ontario blank the first.
Really difficult.
Mike McEwen at 7-2 coming in.
I could walk it down. Yeah.
What's he really gonna? What are you worried about him? You're worried about him bumping this, or what?
Yeah, I'm not overly worried about it, but he could bump it and do some damage. He's playing this no matter what. So sitting 3 is probably.
Yeah. In the hole's the best.
In the hole's the best.
It's really tough to do. Real hard. You probably go here and then you make his roll even easier. Yeah.
Because the other option I thought is this, and then even if he makes this roll really good, you might have this for 3.
You don't get third shot playing that. That's the only problem.
Well, I know.
Yeah, you can't hit that top red one and get third.
But you have to be third yet.
He's playing this no matter.
I don't like that red left there.
So maybe just nose at sit 2, and it's usable.
Nose hit this a bad call?
I just don't know what it really gets you.
Well, it gets you a shot for 2 for sure if he makes a perfect roll.
Yeah, it does.
And doesn't leave him a shot to cap it back.
Right.
We saw this earlier today. 3 blanks, and then in the fourth they used
See, I thought that was the
an
best
extraordinary
shot.
amount of
You're throwing
time
a little bit.
for eventually a single.
Is it worth throwing it hard and rolling it in?
Yeah.
If the goal is to get 2, this shouldn't be so difficult, should it?
Make this good.
Right, and that was the same thing last game. If the goal was to score, there was a lot of talk, and then they reverted back to the original call. I agree, Vic. I think just hit that red one on the nose.
Now, Kathy was the one that told us about the thought there's too many cooks in the kitchen. You've got to let, and especially Russ, considering the way Kevin Cooey is playing, let him make the decision.
Let him run with it, absolutely. I think what they're worried about here is, let's say you peeled that red one, you sit to Brad Gushue with his draw weight ability, he locks one on that right-hand yellow one you can't get to.
Probably a lot harder.
But then it's going here, and it's not good for us. I like your spot. You picked it. Let's do it.
Real tough shot.
These discussions were what we talked about pretty much all last year with this team, and they really went away from it, but it seems more so the last couple times we've seen them.
Not if we bite the 4 foot.
I think part of it is the ice is that good. These guys are making so many shots. We talk about 92% Manitoba, and they lose. You know, Cooey 95. So they're really respecting the guy that's going to throw the one after him here, which is Brad Gushue.
So you're talking through every possible
Right.
option.
Like if they hook this in partly around, Brad hits that open yellow, rolls buried. They might not have anything.
Regular draw, it's not draw.
They could turn this 3 into a 0.
Yes, it does.
It's pretty good.
Regular draw like draw for
I think they're actually trying to leave this partly open, aren't they?
Yeah, just tuck it, just a piece. And they can use it.
I think we're a little bit heavy.
Line's good. Let me know how
good. Top 8, top 4.
Hold it. Just top 8. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Lang Hebert.
Room. Line's
Got a curl, Benny.
Right to my broom.
Oh, never.
Looks heavy.
Are you heavy? Need a rub?
Right now it's on that stone, top 8 edge. Now it breaks, now it rubs, now it rolls, and underneath to grab the top 4.
Marcus.
Real nice.
Oh, really good audible
Great
on
spot.
that.
Do it real good, bud.
Get a little rub.
Yeah, you were back tee.
Saskatchewan opens with a single against John Morris. Remembering now BC at 6-4.
Make it with
And
4.
then Alberta, Northern Ontario, must win. It is a must win for Brad Jacobs. He's at 4 losses. A 5th would eliminate him.
This is why you see where Kevin Cooey ended up. He didn't want to be quite that buried exactly, Russ, because now Gushue plays his hit and roll behind, and Cooey can't access his own stone.
He's got nothing, and Brad makes it perfect. He shot rock. This could turn into a steal situation.
My apologies. He's at 3 losses, Jacobs, so he can afford 1, but that would put him in tough.
Yep. Good weight.
It's tough for Cooey to put in the right spot. If he left that open, Brad would have had a double or a triple.
Yep. Sport.
Final stone.
Really hard, Brett. Really gotta go.
Newfoundland, Labrador. They are in some early trouble here. Walker to land. Right to it. And roll underneath, and they're going to spin away.
Felt like it had something underneath it, but
Yeah, it was light. Like,
yeah, I know when I kicked out, it was kind of yeah.
Looked like the kick, felt like the kick was Hawks, but
just timed light, but
Yeah. Just a little less.
Good for Brett Galante.
same exact throw.
Well, he's
Kevin.
telling him the truth.
Same everything, eh?
Millimeter less.
Yeah,
A little
same
light,
fine.
Skipper. You're not going to get better if you just try to blow smoke.
And my second.
Like to take a pound off. Okay, sure. Yeah, 2 feet at most, Kev. It was real good weight.
Yeah, this was the same discussion as well, Russ, where they said that he's probably back tee, so Kevin can afford to take a little bit off with the brushers he has.
You think?
Weight's good. Weight's perfect. Okay, this line's good.
It took a long time to get off that stone that is sitting top edge of the 8.
Right on the button. Room. Right on the button. Right on the
Somebody
button.
should clean that.
Clean. Clean the whole way. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Attaboy. Good shooting, Kev.
Oh,
Attaboy.
boy. You bet. What a great start for Team Canada. Well, somebody say Brad Gushue played with a little fire here and he got burned, but let's take a look at a couple of key shots. We'll start with this one by Mark Kennedy.
Well, you got to guess that this is first end. You're guessing on ice. You're guessing a little bit on weight, but these are the shots at key turnover to set up a 3-score possibility for Team Canada. Perfect.
And then eventually it comes down to his draw weight for Kevin Cooey, and again, coming off a 95% game earlier today.
Not only that, he just made the same shot. Got a little fortunate rub of the green on his first one. Clicked it in behind, but made this port a little bigger. So if you made it once, he could certainly do it again. Just walks it in like it had eyes.
To pick up the 3, the key shots are brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere. My goodness, 3 in the first, but better 3 in the first than 3 in 8 or 9.
No kidding.
So you have some time. We often say it, if you're going to take some chances, take the chances when the ice is best, and he elected to really have a go.
He did. We both talked about going around a quarter guard without hammer. It is a big risk and not one that you usually see teams take. So
Especially in the first end.
Yeah, interesting.
But Kennedy's shot of the week. Shot of the week, that one you just called. Soft weight run back, hairs by the guard, sticks it, rolls it over. Brilliant.
Okay. Fine.
The other thing going to happen now, Vic, too, is Gushue will take a few chances, but Canada won't. They'll play the odds, so they might give up a deuce in fear of giving up a 3 at some point in time. So it's quite easy for the team down 3 to whittle their way back.
Well, the other thing it does, for Team Canada is it quietens the crowd down a little bit. Everybody's a little bit quieter. Takes them out of it for a while.
Well, this is the problem too now. You know that these guards are going to come up. They're going to rip them away. Now you start to try and generate your points in the house, and we know how difficult that can be.
Exactly. And for instance, play this out. If Brett makes the guard, they keep peeling them off. At some point in time, probably Mark Dickel's first or Brad Gushue's first, they're going to play that raise. They're so lined up, those 2 rocks, it's hard to leave separation. Cooey will have a double.
4 feet short.
like it to curl a bit.
Needs to curl.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Ready, Jeff.
It's real tight, Brad.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go, go,
Whoa,
go, go, go.
whoa, whoa.
Real tight. Whoa, whoa. He's not taking this on. Go, go. Okay.
Changes nothing.
Smart strategy. Brad's a very good strategist for a young age. Knowing that there is a double, but there's danger.
I wonder if we ever got 6 feet less.
Just shy of center.
6 feet less.
Yeah.
4 to 6, yeah.
Well, that's enough, I think. It's good.
Half.
I like the weight. Half, just past half.
Line's nice.
Yep. Might over curl a bit. Make sure it's at least halfway, guys.
Hard, get it nice and tight, Mark.
Whoa, 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 whoa now, whoa
Good,
now, whoa
good,
now.
good.
Okay, good.
Good shot.
I like the feel of the water.
Try and pick it clean.
Maybe. Or guard.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, certainly this kind of a game for Team Canada is going to save them some time.
Much needed sometimes too for this
We have to
Cooey
go a
team.
little wider on this one.
Yeah, they've been pressed a couple of times with the clocks. 38 minutes thinking time. 2 90-second timeouts available.
Well, they did have to make it up at the last game too. Fourth end was almost 3 minutes, so they ended up making it up by the time they got down to the 9th and 10th ends. They had banked a bunch of time.
Not there, Brad.
The early blanks helped a lot as well.
Just past that. Whoa,
I
whoa.
think we're just there. Short of it. No.
Get to it.
Yeah.
Needs a curl a bit.
Yep.
Just past that.
Go ahead, Brad.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Okay, good shot.
Okay.
You're getting late enough that you could pick that one and make a good come around.
Yeah, I know. Then what do we do?
If he makes the good come around, then you're
not a hard
probably
come
feeling.
around. Right.
Let's pick this clean.
That's what we're
Yeah,
talking
then
about.
what are you going to do when he goes here?
Well, then you peel. Because he doesn't have the easiest shot right now, does he, to sit two
Right.
without leaving you a double?
No, I think his next shot is probably this.
Okay, you wanted to make that?
I mean, they're going to be, he's got to have good line. They're going to be, see what they like.
If he sees the angle, I mean, that's the best shot.
I wouldn't be afraid to throw like a board weight, get rid of the red one. If you get you're ready
we
to go
got three
back
options.
yellow
Run the
even,
corner,
Cheryl,
make
then
it,
you're top
pick
8.
it clean, or
Hate the third one.
There's no third one.
the third one's just a straight peel.
Yeah, we can still do that. I like that.
Peel, yeah.
Straight peel.
That's easier. Make the other
Looks
team
like a
make the
really
big
hard
one.
double jam, but it's probably an easy deuce if I miss it.
You have to every now and then, especially when you get a 3 the first end, look up at the scoreboard.
That's what I was saying. They might be a little conservative here, 3 up, and that's how Gushue gets his 2.
And he just as easily noses this.
Well, he's got to do something now, yeah.
Yeah.
Freeze tap is the absolute best
I
rewarding
was kind of
result,
thinking
but
this.
it's
He's only got 2 shots left.
very dangerous.
Oh, I know. I'm just thinking.
If he ever throws a guard on us, we're in trouble.
I think you got to play. I think you spread them out now, don't you?
Okay.
Like
There's still 9
3/4.
ends left.
I like, yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
Okay. Make it a steep double.
Yeah. He's going to have it, but
Easier to
Yeah.
spread them out playing the intern.
I think
we
setting
don't
it
have
up
to press
that
the
way,
panic button yet,
the
right?
steep double is better than the straight tap back. That's so tough. This, you've got a little bit more room for error.
Yeah, you get a little left, little right. It's the easiest double in the world for
Just didn't do a whole
Team
lot here,
Cooey.
right?
No,
rocks
just
are a little bit
gradual.
straighter.
Mine are a little straighter, but
So get this a little
I
high
still got
side.
just a touch low. So
Okay.
Gushue's protecting the scoreboard here too. If it doesn't work out, he's got the blank.
Yep. Heavy board. Yes.
Mark Nichols,
Hard.
Brett Galland, and now Jeff Walker joins him.
Hard. Gotta go hard.
hard on the other one. Hard on the other one.
Angle it back and then spill it over and leave it as a steep double.
Very nice.
Good shot.
It is.
Real close
Game's a
rock
lot
there.
harder.
Wanted to roll a couple inches farther to be perfection, but
Another Another rock
blanks
roll,
back in play.
Even a half a rock mark.
And Cooey still has to make this thing too. Double's a double.
Shade more weight, maybe.
What are you looking for, Kev? Third?
In half is good. A third, good chance it spins.
Oh, yeah.
Almost right on the center line, Cheryl. Eh? The middle of the rock coming down is right on that center line. Should get enough of it. Her hair thinner than that.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Skip stone.
Whoa. Whoa.
Kevin Cooey.
Whoa.
What? Got it?
Atta
Stuffed
boy.
it. Oh, and he'll spill it.
Call Mark.
Fiddler.
Now again, back to what you said, Cheryl. If anything else, he's still, or I guess it was Russ, pardon me. You said he's still playing the scoreboard, and
Right.
now the blank is still available to him.
Right.
Who did say that?
Well, if it was a good idea, it was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it wasn't.
And we're just blowing smoke now, aren't we?
I can't breathe in here anymore.
There. Thought it was all there.
Back four.
Whoa.
Tee.
Belt's heavy.
I think it's. Looks like T line. No, we'll pass.
Close to back eight, I think.
Good. Well, this is easy.
Pretty
Two
big.
straight blanks. Mike McEwen controls the last rock going to
Clean.
3.
Whoa. Clean.
Tricky.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh, it is. Right there.
Shooting, Kev.
Yeah. Mark Kennedy, good shooting, Kev. He has been brilliant.
Just let him go.
Final stone and looking for the blank.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Clean.
And all the way down. Blank on the board, it remains. Team Canada leading it. All right, here's an update for you. And that one red stone on the lid, that belongs to BC. Final stone coming up for the fourth stone thrower, BC, Jim Cotter.
Well, with a number of yellow stones belonging to Saskatchewan in the house, on Jim Cotter's first, they elected to guard. And then Adam Casey really closed the scoring area down. So for Jim, needs a bite of the button to score 2.
All right, Adam Casey out of Regina at 5 losses was eliminated earlier today. And so John Morris and the team from Kelowna and Vernon, curling clubs are at 4. They need to stay there. Just the one to tie in at 1. Now let's go over to the game between Alberta and Northern Ontario. Brendan Botcher with last rock. They blanked the first. Brad Jacobs at 7-3. Again, my apologies, 7-3. Would really like to stay there, avoid that 4th loss. Final stone, Botcher.
Brendan Botcher made a lovely shot on his first, buried around deep in the house, and Brad Jacobs made a lovely touch back to lie 2. And so it is 2 that Brendan faces. Needs a bite of the 4.
It's all rookie team. The Saville Community Sports Center, and he'll pick up his single. So here are the teams that are alive, and this is the way they stand coming into this 16th draw. Make a note, the top 4, they are the 4 that made the playoffs last year in Ottawa. And then Quebec, idle tonight, and British Columbia. They need some help. First of all, they have to win. They have to finish 7-4, and then hope teams drop to meet them. As we welcome you back to the Mile 1 Center here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And our feature tonight is the defending champion, Kevin Cooey, who scores 3 in the first. We blanked the second, so once again it will be Brad Gushue that does have last rock playing the Red Stones here in 3.
Oh, All these teams, including Brad Gushue, have been in this situation before. There's no need to panic.
I got there.
Score 2, force the other team to 1, score 2.
You don't need to if it's heavy. Weight's good. It's just middle of the cup, isn't it?
A lot of times when you get a good end going for the team that's down 3, you try so hard to get 3. Just be patient here. Grab that deuce. And Heber deep on his first draw behind the button could cause fits for Canada as this end unfolds.
Mark. Okay, good.
That yellow one back there, that's not where he wanted it.
Same spot.
Well, this is interesting. In 2 of those, he loses to Manitoba, and there's the game that I think he'll end up ruining this week. Is that loss to the Territories?
Same way.
Jamie Cooey. Want to ever suggest it's a free space, but that is the game. Considering their lack of preparation,
Curling.
that's the one. I mean,
It's like you got something under it.
Okay.
Okay.
the Territories idle this evening are sitting there at 1-9.
Yeah, welcome to curling. It's just the way it is.
Those are sometimes the toughest
It's-
games to play.
No question. At 1-9, they were in a lot of close games.
But as we saw from Mike Kennedy and New Brunswick, close games, they just can't cross the finish line.
Right.
Probably
Right. That's basically the difference.
Trying to bump it a foot. Bump it to there, and we stay there. The double just comes in there, right? Yeah. Tap it a little. Yeah.
I think this field speaks a lot to what Mark Kennedy mentioned after the Skins. You know, we talked about their year this year, and he said, you know, what we found is just the teams are getting so much better.
Bump it a rock.
He said it shocked them every time they'd go out, and part of it is that you wear a maple leaf and teams, you know, rise up to play you. But on the other end, he said he just can't believe how much better teams are getting, how hard they're working, all the different things they're doing.
It's true.
T-line. Hard for line.
This field really speaks to that.
Hard, Brett. Where is it? T. Hard. You gotta go for line. Weight's good. You gotta go hard. Weight's good. Back four. Weight's good. Hard. Yes. Weight's good. Whoa. Yep. Back four. Whoa. Whoa. Good shot.
Real nice, Mark.
And they'll move them both back now. Those yellow stones, Team Canada stones, are behind the tee line. Shot rock
like that
belongs
or
to Newfoundland and Labrador.
Pocket. You could try the tick double again.
Who shot?
Doesn't matter.
Like out of the.
You got to get rid of that
I
pocket.
mean, if I dead nose it though, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Why?
red one's not on there
He's
so good
bumping
that if
this
it was
in here.
half double, you could still make it.
And actually, we're.
But I don't mind trying it. I'll be close.
Rip goes back to. Yeah. And we're shot rock.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Bonus.
Hey, Rip goes back to. We're shot rock.
We're playing the tick double.
What number do you want?
That one. You guys okay with it?
Not really.
No?
I don't know if it's there. Is it?
It's almost not there. Like,
Because it's gonna jam.
I'd
well,
rather
and
see them
because
do
if,
this,
you know,
Cheryl.
if you take it too thick,
Kill
it's
that
a
back one, get rid of
disaster.
that one, and then this one doesn't really have any
On the red and the yellow at the
backing.
back.
I think so.
Yeah, this tick double's
And
tough.
we're
You got to get it
shot.
so thin, that top one.
You don't like that?
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
We're shot. That's much better. That if the
Yeah,
tick
and
was,
easier.
I like that, Kev.
There we go.
I did too, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I hitting, boys? Let's pick a
Pretty
spot
straight here.
2/3 to half.
3/4. Yeah.
Half rock's fine,
2/3 to
Mark.
half. Yeah.
Half.
Get rid of one of those back yellows that's really causing them grief.
Yep.
Say so. Come on, Benny.
Gotta go, Benny.
Back one. You really
Think
gotta go.
so, and so.
Hard.
Really gotta go.
And Hebert's got him. Oof.
Yikes.
Okay. Yeah, Mark.
Sorry,
Didn't have any
fellas.
ice in that
Mine
one.
two now instead of
It's
one.
zero
Really good
ice.
throw. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, that's okay.
Still not that bad.
No, because you'd have had a tough time really stuffing
Freeze over
that in
for
there, so you
now,
could
or
have
is that
caught it anywhere high side almost.
Real good chance for 2 for Gushue now.
one
Good
shot?
draw over there.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like,
Fine with it.
waste one shot
We had a
anyway.
blank in the first, blank in the second. So first
then it
opportunity
might be
now
Maddie's
for
to
Mike
take it.
McEwen as he plays Glen Howard in Ontario.
Well, that red stone on the left-hand side as you look was a run back by BJ Neufeld, and no chance for Glenn to get it, so he went around a guard. Mike made a run back on his first, and then Glenn went in again. This one is buried, but it looks like they're playing down to it, hoping to tap it back to bring 2 into play.
They have to move it
quite far
out of the 8-4.
Hard.
There's Jacques Stone, the second shot is just nibbling the top of the 8. Matt Wozniak, Denny Neufeld. Can you move this far enough? Can you? Yeah. Oh, yes, you can.
Great shot.
Wow.
Incredible.
Just enough.
That was buried plus.
That's tough to do.
We agree.
4-2.
Yeah. You don't have, like, we like that. Whatever you like.
Okay, I like that.
It's all started by Ben Hebert's first rock, the one that's at the back of the button.
2 feet more. You're back.
Going to create problems here.
His plan here is just to tap this back onto the yellow, kind of make a pocket.
Catch it a little thin, it's not bad, as long as we roll a little past too.
Yeah.
They talked about just going open side to the left, but Canada's first and second shots, so they need to kind of have to move these around.
Yeah, getting pretty late, but you'd snuggle this one in there. It'll be good, and you'll have a second one in the rings. Canada might have to concede 2 here.
Mark Nichols.
Still through.
4 feet through.
Whoa! 2 feet through.
4 feet. Watch the
Just
shooter.
give him the.
Where's this going?
No. Go, 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 go. Okay.
They're dead even.
Sweep that a bit.
Not bad.
Pretty good, isn't it?
4 sheets in play here at mile 1 center.
Shot.
It's a little hard.
It was hard, yeah. It had to curl a little more too, but I guess with that weight, it ended up being okay. That was my original.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do originally, but.
Yeah.
What if we roll?
Got to be careful with our shooter here, otherwise neither of the Reds will go though. Like if
I roll to here, I can always get rid of his next one.
I know, but if you're really close and you roll to here and he freezes another one, neither one of them go. Right? I think you're doing. Where does this go? You might be able. Can you push that up to sit 2?
I think you can.
Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's pretty thin.
Like you push it out of the 4 foot.
I see it staying in front of these, but let's not waste some time here.
I like playing into ours hard.
I think you're trying to hit a third really hard, and you might be able to push that out of the 4 foot.
I'll see what they like.
Okay.
You could just sit on the nose too.
He's got an easy deuce if I don't move those.
Yeah.
Put that way, and if you get the
Even if I just
north
move our
side of that
yellows
rock,
and-
the thrown rock will kick that way. If you ever move that out a little bit, if you could ever get that out to there,
Mark.
then it's accessible in the next shot.
Yeah, get rid of our yellows.
Out.
Out.
What do you got to hit?
Third.
It's going to try and get everything going.
Alberto scored 1 in the second. Kathy, this is the first time in the game that Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie has the last round.
And he has an opportunity for 2 in this end. He was actually lined up to take 3. But a good double along the way. But it's been pretty wide open, and so a nose hit will do.
Ryan!
Yeah, very good.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good, Clayton. Nice sweep.
And good he is. Coming in at 7 and 3.
Not much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe we want to move that a rock.
Brilliant shot by Cooey
Maybe not
again.
even that, right?
But
Like,
still
we
a
don't
nice
wanna
chance. Just
bump it
tap
too
it a
much
hair.
that there's a hole.
No, I know. I think a foot, 6 inches to a foot.
Okay. Just a whisker high.
Yeah, or nose. Just
Tough shot, because if you don't bump this, Cheryl, you can probably, if it's the wrong angle, Cooey can blast him out of there. If you bump it 2 feet,
yeah,
there'll be a
maybe a
port.
hair high, Jeff, wouldn't hurt.
But again, just to
Where'd you go here,
all
Brad?
the leads out there, Benny Hebert was a hair deep, and that's caused all the problems.
Yeah, because Kevin was actually, Cooey was trying to get rid of both of those yellows in the back, but
Or blast it.
got it a little thick.
Or blast it.
Is that enough ice?
No pockets, and there's.
Yeah, but no, then he goes around the guard for sure.
You want to stay
Right, he
high?
was in the spot last time.
Mind a hair more? Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Brad Gushue had his first.
Back 12. Back 8.
Trying to claw back a couple here after Team Canada scored 3 in that first.
Yes! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Back 8.
Heard them say just a little whisker high, or to even take the nose. Well, that's a whisker high.
Nice shot, Brad.
Pretty nice.
It's perfect.
That's back one's jamming no matter what you do.
That's where it's going. What do you got to hit?
Saskatchewan has picked up a couple in the third.
Is there enough to drag it though, Russ?
There is, but
out turn.
I think you have to hit the right-hand rock first.
Yeah,
yeah.
What are you thinking, half a rock?
Half a rock.
Yeah, and it drags and gets rid of the back yellow, and the back red goes out as well.
If it's, as long as I'm high,
That goes.
something.
This one looks like it's going there, but if you can drag it
It looks like
onto that one
Right
first,
through the hole, but I don't know exactly
it could
where to
go
hit
through the
that.
hole. I think if it hits this one first, it doesn't go through. So you've got to drag that quite a bit.
Out turn center line side.
Yes!
Yep. Final stone. This has a chance to be a little bit of a killer here. Oh, now did it go? It won't come back. But they'll have their chance for 2.
Was it close, really? Had to hit that a lot thinner.
They're not sitting on their hands anymore.
No. They know what's coming.
A little tight. Yeah, no biggie.
Tried to create a shot that wasn't there. Yeah. Almost gave us 3.
Yeah.
Same way. Couple feet last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is wonderful to watch at this level, the way they maneuver those stones around and, you know, bump it 6 inches here, move this over here, just tap this here, a little whisker high.
A little bit tighter
My
line.
goodness. Full 12.
Back 4.
Yeah.
Line.
And they're feeling a little bit better about Gushue now, aren't they? As he picks up 2 here in the third. You see a lot of red in the stands here at Mile 1 Center. A lot of support for Newfoundland Labrador and Brad Gushue, who picks up 2 in the third and has cut that early lead down to 1. Once again, it is the defending champion, Kevin Cooey out of Calgary, that will have the last rock. He has the hammer here in 4, playing the Yellowstone.
And he was a little deep last time, caused all kinds of problems for Team Canada, so he wasn't this time. The outturn come around, left it usable. Would have liked it deeper than it is, but
Top 4 on its own, at least. Trying. The curls were
See
good,
those
but
double center guards by Newfoundland. That is what Newfoundland has been able to do this week, is force.
Whoa, Brent!
And that's all they would like to do this time, is force Team Canada to the 1 and then get the hammer back. Double guards will help with that.
that might help them too. You can really shut that scoring area down here with a good freeze.
He freezes, do we freeze?
Yeah, you're right, Russ. Like that, you go top 8 on that, even top 12. And
Make them hit. You saw what Team Gushue did last time by some well-placed freezes.
it's late.
Line's a little tight.
Yep.
Little light.
Hard line, hard!
Hard for line, guys. Gonna go for weight, too. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, Jeff. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, it's over curling. Hard. Hard, Jeff, come on. Hard. Whoa now. Whoa.
Sweet, Jeff.
Oh, brilliant. Brett Gallant
You know what?
for
I thought that was a good
second, 90% in his draws this week. He's
Incredible.
#1 in draws.
Just incredible. That's how Gushue's been able to score some points, just like we watched last time. Now Cooey has to worry about a steal here.
Back 12.
Back 4.
12?
Back 4.
Want to go around it?
No, you want to touch.
Well, I don't want to leave him a double, Kev.
You're.
Hard mark.
No, you're
you're
not.
by.
Whoa.
Sit.
Fine.
Whoops. Same weight, eh?
Same weight.
Who he's one up with, I thought he might take a run at the double peel, get that front cleaned up. At least get that one guard, as the long one's not going to hurt him. Gushue's got him playing his style here this end.
Top 4.
Yeah, a little more line. Line's good.
A little more line.
Freezes right on top of his first stone for Brett.
Line's good. Hard. Hard. Come on, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Gotta go.
Come on, Jeff.
Hard. Hard, buddy. Gotta go. Gotta go. Stay on it. Hard. Hard.
Okay, that rock, squash that a little. That's a.
I think your 5 is quick.
The 5's either quick or that, but that one seems to curl.
Like this.
Okay.
So he's just peeling one of them? Looks like it.
Go, Brent.
It's a very standard style from Kevin Cooey. He gets a bunch of yellow in there. Mind you, he's in trouble at this point in time, but you whittle away at the reds.
Does he have a ton with that right now?
No, but what else do we do? That was more
Is
default,
nose even
I don't know what else to do. But.
This is the issue for Gushue. It's a little bit of the
Get
protecting.
it lined up, and he
He doesn't
something.
like to leave too many yellows in the rings.
Okay, I like it.
Brad, is nose terrible? I think nose. He'll make a run at that.
Yeah, he plays the double on top.
I don't mind this.
What about like freeze to the back one over here?
We're just trying to get a force. Like he's gonna have to blow that up, lose his other yellow, and he probably can't kill all the reds.
Okay. Kind of wait. What's this gonna do? I think it'll be gradual.
Or wait.
Yeah. Yep, line's tight.
Little big.
Little heavy.
Mark Nichols.
Big board. Yep.
Heavy and light might work.
Big board. Yeah. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Roll a bit. Okay. Okay.
1-2 Manitoba. That's what's facing Ontario. Glenn Howard.
It is indeed. Glenn ignored Manitoba Stones in the house for most of the end, trying to utilize that corner guard to bury behind. And he made a really nice corner freeze on Mike's shot stone on his final one. Mike able to pick it out in lie 2. Needs to stick.
Yeah. Okay.
And he will right there for a single to get on the board. 2-1 Manitoba leads it.
Oh, slid wide.
You saw Kevin eyeing up that left-hand red to run some stuff in here, but this is the rock that'll hurt them. Open this up, make sure you score somehow. It's still looking tough for them.
It is.
A lot of rocks. Brett Glant made 2 great freezes.
Gee, ever.
Shot. Pretty good call, I think.
Why do we need to make a play on that?
I don't think you want. I think you leave those, don't you? I was thinking that. What if he just even knows it?
I don't really like that because then he's doing this. I don't mind this for now.
I'm kind of with Mark, though. I don't know why you need to do anything here.
I think Mark's thinking steal.
Is a freeze on that back one any good?
Yeah, Mark really doesn't want to make a play on those center. See,
What do you think? He's going to throw weight?
What's that?
What are you worried about with these?
Oh, no, I'm not worried with those right now. I'm just saying if we do something like that.
Quiet hit and roll.
He does that, yeah, which I don't think is great.
Okay.
For us, because he's in front of us there, we're there. You know, maybe we have something like that.
You could still play another freeze on there too, Brad.
I was thinking we do this. We kind of leave these there.
Just with T-line?
Makes a double. T-line's tough. We'd have to come across. I don't hate this, Mark, if you like it.
It was just a suggestion.
We're just trying to force.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I don't.
I sort of like where those are.
I think if we hit this.
Can he hammer that on the nose and get rid of 2 of them? Probably, eh?
I think so.
I think
a little low.
I don't think it goes.
I don't think so.
If you don't think it goes, we hit this, don't we?
Yeah.
I think
if it does go, you still can go around that one.
Well, if we hit that, I think he does this and lets us play in here.
Yeah.
And then eventually has a double.
I don't mind
Freeze?
your other call.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
Yeah.
Freeze?
Yeah.
I know the concern is leaving the Team Canada stones, but I think you've got such a great freeze by Brett on that top one. You just freeze down to this back red one. You're really shutting down that forefoot on Team Canada.
You're right there.
Start messing around with anything. Those rocks are really sitting good for Newfoundland Labrador.
Are they ever? And I don't see that red double going.
No, I think it's in the rings all day long. It's a good call.
Good. Thought it was there though.
Weight's good. Back 4.
Yep. Hey, line.
Maybe back 8.
Well then, close. Yep. Hard.
Line
Back
only.
8.
Mark
Yes,
Nichols.
line. Hard for line.
Walker
Hard
Gallant.
line. Hard for line. Hard.
We throw good.
Hard
Here.
for line.
We throw good.
Just short of it if you
Can. Whoa.
Yeah,
Right to
yes.
it. Yep.
We're here short.
Whoa.
And right down on top. That's some pretty impressive brushing. That's well judged. You could hear Brad Gushue, gotta go, but they never seemed to pound it, Russ, the way the call was. They knew what that stone was going to do the entire time.
Because that's their job. Put it on the X. They could be screaming line, but their job is to get the right weight, and they knew that all the way, well controlled.
I think you want to move this.
Pretty good if you're.
Well, Saskatchewan's picked up 2 in the third to take the lead, and so John Morris has the brush down now for Jim Cotter.
And an opportunity to get those 2 right back. Saskatchewan made a run back earlier, moved a ton of granite, but left 1 BC in the house, and BC has done a good job at splitting the house ever since. And Adam Casey rolled out on his final stone, so it is a piece of the 8-foot that Jim Cotter needs for the pair.
The key here is that 6-4 record for British Columbia. If they should lose and fall to 5, they will be eliminated.
That's 2 in a row there that pillar to post. It's very good.
Off.
I'm just saying, like, if we ever
Off. No.
Good shot.
Well, I don't know. It leads the double.
Good shot, Mark.
Curls an inch.
Hit it hard. I think we can get rid of both of them, can't we? We got this guy back here to worry about,
I
though.
know, that's what I'm worried about. Unless they all line up, but
Yeah. It's pretty good if we can get it there.
oh, yeah.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I thought they'd play the double sit 3, but that's that with Cooey having 2 bullets left, they're all stacked together.
You make it easier for our
Another
rock to
thing
go.
we could do, Brad, is this. Leave that in the hole.
Yeah, you got to hope things line up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it gets a little scary if the angles don't. I like this call for the freeze.
Don't be heavy.
No,
Yeah.
Freezing?
I'm pretty sure I was
Right in
out
the
here
pocket.
somewhere.
basically following Mark Nichols down.
Right, they know it so well. They just watched Mark Kennedy do it too.
That enough?
I think so.
Even short, Cooey has to worry about it.
Just a hair less, yeah.
Yeah, not much.
Gotta go a little.
T-line, guys.
Weight's pretty good. Gotta go though.
Line's good. You got room.
Line's good. Yep.
Yep, gotta go.
Yep.
Looks light. Looks really light.
Hard,
boys.
Hard,
this time there is no rest for Walker and Collette. This is a big carry. Huge carry. Little rub off, and they'll sit top edge of the floor.
Good brush, guys.
They're really lucky that bounced off enough that they can use it.
Or 2 or 3 feet light. Sweet.
If you think your sweepers are shitty, then they're foot light.
Yeah.
Are you a little surprised though he didn't play the big upweight shot into the to try and make the
Yep.
Yeah, I am.
Like you're guarding the one, he's hitting this, and we're forced.
He would have sat 3.
Yeah, I don't have this draw.
To hit that one and roll a bit.
That little roll off, if it had stayed there, Brad couldn't use it. So now Brad has this, and he has this. You can't guard them both.
Pretty good.
How does Team Canada get in there?
Hear me out here. What about? Oh, that's going right here all day, isn't it?
Yep. Because it bounced off.
Any ideas, Brett?
Not really. My first thought was to chip that yellow one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could ever make it, so you just chip it sideways. Sorry. But it's just going to here.
Just thinking, guys, if you're throwing the guard, what if you threw it here and then he's really got to be careful. Really got to be careful.
Yeah.
And then he hits this, and
What if you go where, Mark?
oh, I'm just saying, if you're throwing your guard,
Timeout. What if you throw it just top side, right side of the forefoot, and then he plays anything in there, and you've got yours to use?
Center guard, Cheryl?
No,
Center.
like just on top of your yellow one here, and then whatever Gushue
I
plays.
still think he plays that.
Do you have a no
In here?
on this if he does that?
Freeze here.
Oh, right
Just
in
to
that
the
pocket?
right
you
of,
don't want
a
to
little
line it
bit
up
right,
into the
top
side of
4.
this, though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Then you can use
If
it.
he hits this thin, like this doesn't even touch the
The
flat.
other thing, too,
No, I
Cheryl,
know.
Gushue plays this.
That's why
He's
I
not
thought
shot
the
rock,
guard,
and
if
Cooey
he
scores.
Fourth shot on the guard,
Correct?
he's got to be careful.
Well, Fife said, what if we freeze
Yeah.
here?
Could just play it soft though and kind of.
Well, you don't want to bump it right into that pocket then.
What if we did freeze right there?
That's why if you move his back, it's not there.
Make what?
Well, I think if he rips it right now into here, he can kill that. That's why if you hit this back, that 2 inches, then it's not there anymore. Right?
I think you either play the
Does that
tight
make
guard
that
or
big a
right into that
difference?
pocket.
It's still going into it.
Think so?
It's gonna touch it.
Well, and you could never do this and squirt it to here. Then they
That
both
wouldn't be
go.
very good.
Okay, let's make a call
What if
here.
we
Yeah.
can we guard tough to guard half and half? Eh? What if we go like here?
Yeah, split center.
That's
right
not
there.
bad either, yeah.
Freeze the 6.
Yeah.
Really good
Still,
call.
all he has to hit is a little bit of the 6, no?
To do what?
To force us. He hits it onto that. We're sitting one.
Well, the biggest shot right now he has is this
Yeah, okay,
one
I like
onto the
anything that
7.
ends up with us sitting
the
one.
5 out.
So not, yeah, for a steal.
That's what
This
you got to
is the
protect.
The only one he can do to lie anything is that.
Right.
We got to err on.
Error here.
Well, but that doesn't. If it's there, Mark, that doesn't make his shot much. Unless somehow miraculously ours line up somehow.
We never just rip the reds and let it jam there.
Or
I think
should-
you're trying to split center frozen on the 6. Right?
Particularly.
As long as we're guarding a piece of
You
that
can't guard
outside
both.
one.
No, because they're trying to take away that left-hand run.
But the left-hand run allows Cooey to
12?
score.
You guys don't think he can
Right,
make
the
it
right-hand
on
yellow will
the
be
stairs
shot.
and-
Probably never 2, but I can't imagine you want to give up a steal here.
Maybe, but then he's really opening stuff up, isn't he?
Okay, okay.
What would he do?
He might just get us a hit for 2 that way.
So top feed,
Yeah.
Kevin. Feed's good here.
Crowd acknowledging. His former teammate is alternate with Team Canada, Scott Pfeiffer. We just saw him on the floor.
Short, I think.
Where are we?
Tight guard, no?
Easy.
Top 12.
We got room. Line's good.
Top 12.
Room. Line's
You know
good.
what we want, a bit of room. No light's good.
Still room. It's Ben.
Where are you guys?
Top 12.
Just short, top 12.
Gotta get to center, boys.
Well, what do you
Top
want to
12.
do?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're all the way to it.
Oh,
Yep.
Keep going then, keep going then. Keep going.
Good shot, Kev. Good spot.
Fife got what he wanted.
That's like really good.
It just
Oh, you know what,
does it
Kev?
take away that
Absolutely fine.
left side red
Here high.
raise?
Not quite.
But close makes it really tough.
Touch that enough to.
I don't think you ever get.
You're going to have a quarter rock triple for
We're going to
I'm
shot
thinking
for
if
3
we
here
do
if he makes
that,
this.
This one stays right
No, we're not.
there. If we can stay in front, it guards
Yeah,
the
I
2.
think we have to know, like, just a whisker high.
Yeah. Yeah, we want the shooter to roll to there.
Yeah, I don't know if this is ever going too far, but I don't.
Well, I'm hoping it'll get out. He might give him an in off, but
Yeah.
I think if I throw Peel or I throw it quietly, it's the other option.
Well, that was kind of what I was thinking.
Just throw like a heavy board.
Like, if you ever.
What's Mark Kennedy all excited
this
about?
one out.
If Gushue tries this
I don't.
convoluted shot,
I think
this
you got to play some weight.
back one's gone. This one's
Okay,
gone.
listen,
This red would stay here.
Okay, or do you like Peel?
Everything else kind of rolls out, and they might have a shot for 2 or 3. I'm not convinced the shot rock going anywhere. Depends on how he hits this. If he gets it really thin, the yellow one really thin, the shot rock's gone. But he might not get the top red.
Oh, if we hit it just on this side, we'll guard it at least.
Something has him very excited, and
Maybe a hair more.
Kevin Cooey just turned and walked the other way for a moment.
He's playing it to keep his guarded.
It's funny, Gushue's just as excited because if he can stick that red and stay there, he's in good shape also.
Final stone for Brad Gushue here in the 4th. Right now, shot rock belongs to Team Canada. Walker, gonna land. Bang, bang. Oh, and now they've nestled it up beside. Right beside, shot rock is still Team Canada, it appears.
Nice shot. Worked out well.
Nice shot.
That little touch, though, if that yellow doesn't bump up, they may have been shot rock.
I don't think Team Canada can't come to the nose of that right-hand one.
Pretty dangerous.
Guys, this is your shot, like this, soft.
Yeah, soft. That's the shot.
That's the shot.
Looks
like board weight with a third of a rock, and you definitely have room.
Can you not get through the hole and score 2?
You can, Vic, but if you ever tick on something, it could be death.
Heavy board.
I don't think you want to mess around with that. You're sitting shot.
Small as you think.
That's for 2 if you're on the face of the 5.
If you come through here, Vic, you ever kind of greased off this one, got that one.
Good board right there is close, yeah.
Redirected onto that one, you could give up 3 or 4. If you come right down and hit too much of that red one, the yellow one's gone. And I'm not even sure if you make it absolutely perfect, which would be tough, are you actually going to sit 2 by being there? You might, but it's risky. This is very little tough, but very, very little risk.
Yeah.
Don't think you can lose your shooter, Cheryl.
No, the weight they're throwing.
Good board.
Yeah. Board weight, you won't. And that's the key to the weight call.
Really tough for 2, but less risk.
Quarter rock, he said.
Board.
Whoa, whoa.
Board.
Kevin Cooey.
Never.
Mark Kennedy calling line.
No!
Nothing yet. Oh, they just are chomping at it here. Lang keeping it clean. Now Lang with some licks. What do they got now? Coming in? No, they won't come to that shot rock, and so it's just the one. So job done by Newfoundland and Labrador. They hold the defending champion to a single. Let's drop in on the game between Manitoba and Ontario, Kathy, and chance it looks for another couple for the Manitoba champion Mike McEwen.
And that is led because Glenn Howard rolled too far on his final stone. It was a back and forth to lie to the entire end. We're not able to roll underneath, and so now Mike has the opportunity for the draw for the pair.
Line's fine. Line's fine.
Coming off that loss this afternoon to Team Canada for their second, so they're sitting at 7-2, as is Team Canada and Newfoundland Labrador. So they'll go to the break 4-1, Manitoba leading. Well, earlier today we saw Satsuki Fujisawa from Japan here, and now we have some Swiss content. Tucked in behind there is Silvana Tiranzoni. Yeah, she was number 4 on the tour this year. She was the highest ranked of the European teams on the tour. She won an early event, first event of the season. That was in Oakville. Then she went to 3 other finals, which leads us to talk about our next event, the World Women's from Beijing, and it starts next Saturday. Rachel Homan, of course, will be on the ice representing Canada, and her first game will be against China and Bingdu Wang.
Great field, Vet, Helena Patsy, Muirhead.
Yeah, world champions both. Now let's go into the game between Alberta and Northern Ontario. Again, the key here is the 3 losses for Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs trying to avoid a 4th. They blanked 4. It is Brendan Botcher that does have the last rock here in 5, Kathy.
And this end has not gone very well for the Northern Ontario team, starting with a run back by Ryan Fry where he stuck the guard, missed everything in the house. On Brad Jacobs first, he made a big weight run back, got rid of 1, left another. He is lying second shot, a tough draw, and so it is going through the hole as Brendan Botcher needs to stick it though for the 2.
Oh boy. And he won't. It'll slide out the back and get the single. So just the 1. And so they will go to the break in a 2-2 tie. Those are the kind of points. It's an all-rookie team from Alberta, team from Edmonton, that you learn you can't give away. How we see it here is how you see it at home. Our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier from Mile 1 Center in St. John's. Team Canada held to just the single point. And how big is that for Newfoundland and Labrador? As we welcome you back, we go to 5, and it is Brad Gushue who will have the last rock. Here in 5, playing the Red Stones.
Well, that's a huge force. You look at these teams and that are able to limit and force like that, and you look at how they do it, and when you look back to Brett's 2 frees, Brett Gallant made 2 great frees, Mark Nichols and another freeze, and you know they're taking risks, but they've got to make those angles, set it up, and push Cooey to a really tough shot.
That's what's impressed me. You pointed out before the game the draw percentage from Mr. Gallant here and Mark Nichols, the whole team, Brad Gushue. Those draws can get you out of trouble.
Closer to the forefoot. Stay down, Jeff.
Is there anything similar here? Let's go back to what we saw at the Scotties in St. Catharines and Michelle Englot from Manitoba. Really going after Rachel Homan and playing Homan's game, forcing Rachel Homan to make some difficult shots. Is there something similar here in the way that Gushue is approaching his game with Cooey?
Absolutely. How, you know, when you look at the talent of a Cooey or the talent of a Gushue, for that matter, if you don't make the shots hard enough, you're not going to win. And the scoreboard's dictated it a little bit, down 3-0. But yeah, it's all about making the shots higher degree of difficulty.
Are they frozen?
No. If we make a perfect roll, it'll probably just miss it, but if we're back line, it probably bumps it to there, so.
All right.
This one might run a little straighter.
Good back line?
Yeah.
That looks like minimal ice, so I like that.
You're always taking a risk when you're playing up to your own rock and not setting up a double, but that's the only choice they have here.
Heavy! 4 feet through!
Yes!
Yep! Heavy!
Yes!
Almost to the heart!
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Just through. Just through. Yep! Yep! Whoa, 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 whoa!
On that, Jeff.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
Good.
It's good, yeah. Try to get it. I think Brett, I think the weight was probably pretty close at the end, eh?
But it was definitely through.
Through? Okay. Yeah, they're even.
That's a really nice call, Cheryl.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
My first thought was just to peel that one over there.
Which one?
Well, if you're looking at the numbers, it's all advantage Newfoundland Labrador.
Well, and there wasn't a lot of difference between these two teams, Vic, but this is where we could see it, and you just saw the evidence last end. Brett, he had the edge in the draws over Brent Lang. Mark Nicholson used both of those players to set up for that force last end.
The 4 foot we get the better here. Does he have the double? No. No. Okay. Board weight. No. Make the roll.
Problem for Canada here is there's that tight guard that's in the rings, but it always makes it harder to clear enemy stones. And now you're going to have 2 yellow ones behind the tee line. It's not ideal for Canada.
Go roll, go roll.
Nice shot, Mark. Very good. Good, Mark.
Well, I see 2 red there. Do you see 2 as well?
I do, and you know, it's still a really tough shot. Jim Cotter's final guard did not close the hole. So Adam Casey trying to go through and avoid the jam.
Trying to play spoiler here, and he won't be able to spill them enough. So that will result in a steal of 2 for BC. 5-3. They lead going to the break. Trying to stay at 4 losses, and then they'll need some help.
Didn't like Cooey's call there, rolling buried.
No, leaves a pretty nice pocket for Mark Nichols.
Well, especially with that, you could have played the run back on your own and at least open things up, and then had some shots at peel weight doubles.
Yep. Back 4. Wait. Back 8. Back 4.
I'm gonna have trouble getting this stone out now.
Line's good. Back 4. Whoa. Back 8. Back 8. No. At least. No. Back 8. Whoa. Whoa. What a stop. Okay. Good shot. Good shot. 1 foot heavy, that's all. Really good holes in this.
Yeah, that's really all. He didn't tap that quite as far, and their pool wouldn't be here.
It's still, they're going to have to earn it, though.
What's his next shot?
What are you feeling, boys?
Well, you could nut
First
that.
thought was hit it. If I hit it like this, maybe like this, or like this.
What if you just rip it right through the hole?
Well, ideally you clip your 6 and sit right there.
Do you want to clip? Oh,
Wow,
I see.
Then that might be a shot.
I'm thinking through the hole's better.
Why? Then
Well,
he
if you
freezes.
lose your 6, he hits and rolls over here.
Huh?
You're thinking of keeping the 6 or losing the 6?
This one.
Yeah, of course.
Plant it.
Well, no, he's right. What if I just hit it through here and get rid of that?
I think that's the one that's hurting you.
Yeah, freeze where?
What's the thought? Yeah, maybe throws the out-turn freeze. It doesn't even have to be that good. But
what do you like, Brent?
I think you got to bump that through the hole. Sure. What's the other shot?
I don't know. He wants to play the runner.
I just don't know that you're trying to save
Okay.
this. Like, worst case, I hit it through the hole. If I get rid of this, he's still going to make something.
I like it. I like that.
Because if I sit here, is that good?
it's not great.
Yeah.
So the spot you're throwing
normal.
You're throwing normal, and we're trying to hit it right there, Kev.
Is it better to pick it clean?
So that he doesn't have the double. Jams on his own.
What do you guys think? Is it better to hit it through there
Probably,
and save that one?
yeah. I think so.
Better to get rid of
Try
the back
it.
one myself.
Try and get it through there clean, Mark.
Yeah.
Just hit and roll a foot.
Don't forget, if you high side this and catch the buried highest yellow one, Gushue will be drawn for 3. This is no picnic. Right on the center line, Cheryl should do it, eh?
But you got to be pretty tight to your top yellow.
True.
I think so.
Whoa! Whoa!
Kevin Cooey, first skip stone here in 5.
Yep, yes!
And Hebert playing a little lick, and right through it.
Good shot. Very good.
And they'll roll the shooter away.
It's nice they clipped that back one, I think.
There's a pattern lately, though. Every end, Team Canada's been behind the tee line. Now there's a rock that Gushue can draw around and make this next shot harder. I'm not sure you want to save that yellow one, Cheryl.
That's a good shot.
Jeff?
Gushue buries, you play a run back. Where are you going to run it?
Top button.
Yeah.
And you're creating tougher shots for your skipper.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to thread the needle with his.
Plus, there's a red one in there, too.
Is that enough ice? Yep. It's good.
It's good.
Yep. Slow weight only, guys. Line's good.
What do you think?
Yep.
Tough course.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Room.
Go a little, Brett.
Let it work again.
That was line.
Line's perfect. Top of the button.
Heads up, heads down. Walker,
Top of the
Kalan.
button.
Get it around that one, top 12, yes.
Yep,
Now
yep,
can
yep.
they bring it down and put it on the corner?
Good.
And they'll be shot stone.
Good shot. Didn't bury as much as I hoped.
So
Brad.
further
Yeah,
to your
good.
point, if they had removed that stone at the back, the yellow
as you
stone at
don't
the back edge of the
jam
4,
this, but that's really hard.
there's a less
That
junk
looks
in
like
the...
it goes right into
Well,
it.
yeah, because even if you play anything here on that red that they just threw, it could redirect and jam. So you're looking at some other options instead of that.
Well, I'm worried about the 4 jamming.
You can't
I'm
even
giving
run
them
your top 12-foot stone back
You'd
because
have
of
to
the
hit-
jam there.
Danny, if you're going to jam, you'd have to just wiggle.
3. Okay, then I like it. Let's
Like
go.
the difference is substantial.
Let's do it.
But if
1/3.
they had removed that, Cheryl, then that would have been easier.
I agree.
So I think we're trying the Ford hot shots here.
Yep. Round the
Bang,
horn.
bang,
To me, it's like
bang,
the 8-foot line is
move
bad.
it back. Wow.
I like this because even if you don't make that, you get rid of one of the reds.
But you still give up 2.
What do you got to hit, Kev?
And 2 would tie it.
Skinny half? Yeah, thick 3rd.
Skinny half looks
Yeah,
close
half
too,
looks
right?
close.
Final stone.
Yep.
Team Canada, Kevin Cooey. Lang, he...
Yes.
Yes, go,
Whoa,
go,
yes.
go, got it. Up, come
Come
back,
on,
up,
get
up,
out of there.
up. Oh, and they
Kev.
moved it far enough. And they are sitting. Team Canada sitting 1 and 2.
Oh, man.
That was amazing.
If you don't sit 2, it's a wide open hit.
And he's barely sitting 2.
So if that red one stops there, it's a wide open hit for 2.
Oh, I got a boy.
Nice
It's a little
try.
harder if you sit in 3. Good shot.
He's right,
I don't know
though.
if you can
Could
throw
have
it
been
hard
a
enough
little
to.
Well, I'd hate to find out. Do you think it touched the back of that?
It's either that or you throw a heavy draw.
I don't think we can get in there, Mark.
No?
No.
Get to a 3rd about.
Yeah.
Can you just
Okay.
catch that right hand
Well,
red
a
real
third, you
thin,
still-
Russ?
We still make it for 1.
Paper it?
For
What do
1.
we need to hit
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, he's trying to
with
find a
normal?
way for 2.
At-
But you're right. I think you
at
could
least, I
squirt
don't
that
think
in.
it's going very far.
No?
Do you? Like
What's that?
I can't see this rock going very far.
If it comes into the top, we could throw peel at it and hit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it.
I don't know if it does. But I'd hate to have it, you know.
Peel and half a rock. It should be fine.
It's kind of, I think if you throw normal, it's okay. Then you hit like a 1/3 of it, and
Okay.
you hit a lot of it, and it just kind of roll in there.
I think a 1/3 with like just peel, solid normal.
I can't see that going too far.
There's no shot for 2.
That's what I think. Like he's worried about it going all the way through the rings.
In the 5th end break.
Bad hip and everything.
Is it John Morris? How would you play here? Oh, I'm just glad we're not having to
here?
play it.
No.
Yeah.
Like, Mark, almost here.
I like that.
Is this just to tickle it in for 1?
Yes. Yes. The danger here is hitting it thin. It goes right through. So I think they're going to soften the weight a bit. But if they hit half a rock, it might not go far enough. Brilliant shot by Cooey.
Final stone facing 2.
Easy peel.
Thought he might have 2 in his pocket to tie.
Whoa!
Now it's just a little touch to get 1. And it'll come off the back and sit there, just as they thought. They had that little catcher. Newfoundland and Labrador will pick up the single. What a game. Some wonderful shot making. Kevin Cooey, followed up by Brad Gushue. We go to the break.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Wonderful shot making. There's nothing else you can say about it. This is something very special you're going to see here from Kevin Cooey.
What the Ford hot shots and just to be able to see this, let alone throw it hard enough to execute, just squeezes that red one far enough. Otherwise, it's a hit for 2 for Brad Gushue.
Brad Gushue comes down and just chips that stone over, catches the backside of the shot rock, and sits at the top of the button for the single in 5. And so it's a 4-3 lead for the defending champions. And Mark Kennedy Throwing the thirds for Team Canada is with Brier.
Mark, if I'm not mistaken, they gave out the Ford for the Ford Hot Shots last week. How about that shot your skipper made there in 5?
Yeah, what a shot. That was fantastic. Went from an easy deuce to a tough score. So those are the shots he's capable of, and we're just enjoying ourselves out here. And yeah, just try to make some shots for my skip. He hasn't missed much this week.
I was going to say, Kevin's not one to talk about himself, but you certainly can. Is this some of the best curling you've seen him play in the last year?
Yeah, for sure. I know he's been gearing up for this week a lot and practicing lots, and I knew he was going to play great, and yeah, he's showing it.
You played in Vancouver, so you know what this crowd is all about. What's it like being the villain, though?
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but great crowd. Like, the atmosphere is fantastic. They're cheering some of our shots too, and I think this is great for curling, and I love it. And hoping to keep them quiet tonight.
Thanks for your time. Good luck, Mark.
Thanks, Brian.
Well, Mark Kennedy is having an outstanding game. He's curling 100%. His skipper, 83. On the other side, Brad Gushue is at 88%. And Mark Nichols not far off, throwing third stones at 90%. It's a wonderful game. 4-3 Team Canada leads it. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Thursday night, here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, and it's time for another lesson in Newfoundland English.
If someone says, "I dies" at you, they're paying you a very high compliment because they think you're really, really funny. When I dies at somebody, that's when my laugh reaches another level. It goes completely silent. It's just air. There's no noise. People think I'm choking. There's definitely tears coming out of my eyes. This is an all-encompassing body laugh. Takes over. You're incapacitated until the laughter has determined that it's finished. "I dies at you" is something I still hear and use all the time. It's a regular term. It's a term of endearment, a very, very high compliment to pay somebody who considers being funny a good thing.
And it's just been a treat the entire week to be here in St. John's, Newfoundland for this, the Tim Hortons Brier, the 88th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. And we welcome you back to Mile One Center on this Thursday night. Featured game, the defending champions, Kevin Cooey, will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6. And they lead by 1.
Talk about an entertaining end. Angles, freezes, skinnying by guards. Across the host doubles, Ford hot shot.
Around the horn.
Gushue chips one sideways, and they burned a lot of calories, but got their one.
Back 8's good, because we probably want to be off it if we can.
Interesting, right? How they're lining up here. This is almost as if we were playing a 9th or a 10th at the moment, right?
Right, yeah. Gucci's going to throw both guards, respecting Cooey's hitting ability.
Back 8. Heavy, Mark. Clean. Clean, yep. Yes!
Both these teams do come in with those 2 losses.
Whoa.
Go over it. Still a little heavy.
Weight came out of it, eh? Or was it good?
The weight is perfect.
Okay.
Kathy, let's go with another update. And all I see is red. That means it's all Manitoba, and that's what is facing this man, Glenn Howard.
Well, he made a hit on his first one, but it was right beside another stone of his. So Mike McEwen able to run back one of his own and make the double to lie 3. And so this is indeed a draw for Glenn. Needs full 8 foot.
Go, guys. Really got to go.
A little bit hard luck. Glenn Howard this week, close in so many games, beaten on last shots. I can remember a couple of them, twice. And there's the draw for the single. 4-2, Manitoba leads it.
Not bad, Brent. Not bad. Shot, Brent.
Well, Vic, you talked about those 2 center guards and then Brett Gallant I think obviously a little bit tight, splits his own center guard off, leaves 2 corners. That situation's not setting up so good for a force or a steal.
And what set up Brent's first miss was the degree of difficulty, because Van Hebert made 2 beautiful out-turn come-arounds, one on top button, one on top of it, both buried, made Brent's shot that much harder. Team Gushue kind of rolling the dice here.
Through. Now we get air.
And backing all the way through. In a 2-2 tie as we play in the 6th.
And an opportunity really for 2 generated by Ryan Fry, who made a triple earlier in the end. And they're just not really sure who is shot, and that is why Brad Jacobs is playing the hit for 2 rather than the draw.
Again, a must win for him. Would still leave him a possibility, but a 4th loss. And he'd need help. But that'll help him if he looks to win here on this Thursday night, up 4-2.
Play your shot. Not that either. Like that. Okay, whatever you like, Kev. Play this. Call your shot. That's fine.
Interesting, you know, there. That's an indication that they realize they've been a little slow, and just call your shot, Skipper.
Again, respecting Gushue. Like, if you corner freeze this, Gushue freezes to the shot rock, you've just buried that shot rock. So you might score 1, but the way this is setting up, they're got a chance to maybe break this game wide open. But you can actually put this in a position that helps your opponent. That's the worry here. I think I'd almost come right in half buried, Cheryl, and let them blast away.
Well, Kevin, or at least leave it somewhere open. Kevin talked about corner freezing his top yellow, but that's a stagger. You don't want to leave that. I think you leave it somewhere you can use it.
Yep, get it just past that one. Whoa.
Okay, Langer. Fine, not bad actually.
Super thin. See if you can make it like this.
Sorry, man.
You see anything better?
Well, I was thinking thin the other way.
Oh.
There's no hole.
Sure, if you like that.
Just like,
I was thinking this, just to open up some rings for me to make something at the end, but certainly, Mark, if you can make this and nut it there.
I like that. It looks pretty framed.
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
I like that shot. You like the out? Or the in?
Not really.
Frame for
I
the
like
in?
the in.
I think it's definitely the in, yeah.
What?
I think it's definitely the in.
The out, I got, like, I might.
The out, you'd have to squeak it. I mean, it's probably there still, but.
I thought the in, but whatever you like.
No.
The out looks a little scary with that guard coming into play, so the in's probably.
Hit an inch at the most.
Just take the paint off this yellow one, go there. If you ever stick it, you might get this one also.
A little steeper.
Mark made a good point. There's no hole. If he misses this top one, he gets the next one.
Mark Nichols.
Hard! Whoa!
Gallant. Called off. All on its own. Gets by. Gets one. And will touch them all. Lose the shooter. And then the spilled stone goes over to the 8. And it's covered.
What a great curling shot. Another one.
Good shot.
Has to get by that one.
Oh. You couldn't throw that any better.
Hard to stick. Didn't have a piece. I don't like giving a free run. Let's take a chance here.
You guys decide.
I like this. Let him call. Let's go, boys. Top 8, Marcus.
Yeah, speed's still the same, Mark.
Some ways it helps Cooey here. It's opened it up for Brad Gushue, but it's also opened it up for Canada, and they've got 2 buried. Just don't go deep here. Even if there's one more double made, you've got a good chance to A, score, or B, score 2.
How heavy?
Line's good.
Isn't good.
Oh, even just.
Sit.
Oh, even just tight.
Hang on. Hey, Mark.
And hang on, it does.
That's pretty bad.
No. You know, and you felt that a little bit. Mark Kennedy's trying to get everybody moving along, and so sometimes that makes you rush yourself too.
And you throw heavy when you rush. Yep.
Wants Kevin to get moving, and the team.
That's Rockville curl.
Speed's nice.
Boy, oh boy. This could turn into a steal situation now. Because how do you raise that yellow one? It's totally buried.
Let's get in the game. I like the Canes. Whatever.
Well, it was Ben Hebert. It was urging them on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you just heard
Might be a little heavy.
Mark say to Brent, you know, I don't particularly like that.
No, it makes you rush.
Close the line.
And then you overthrow.
Close, Jeff. Line's good, yep. Yeah.
Still heavy.
Yep.
Weak space.
Line only. Hard.
Bumping.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Back button.
Yep.
Back button. Bumping.
Hard.
Bumping, tapping, touching.
That just changes that nightmare that was about to happen.
Stay on your first one.
I was worried about the guard.
Both of Mark's shots, really
You weren't
incredible.
even looking at the guard.
No,
were
I
you?
wasn't. No.
It just curled up at the end. Though.
Top eight.
Weight's good. We're there.
But I had a little bit less.
No, we're there.
Light's good.
Weight's
Line
good.
only.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Clean.
Right on it.
Weight only.
Right on it. We're right on it.
Hey, keep it a sliver high. Don't. Lagger.
It's all there. We're heavy. A little heavy.
Off that.
Like inches
Off
heavy.
the line.
Sliver high.
Nice shot.
Great.
Good speed, fellas.
Shot,
That
Mark.
spot's still good speed. Good scrub.
Mark knows that he let it get away with that first one just a bit. If he'd put the
Even
first
with
one
that,
where
I
the
think.
second one is,
I think so.
Brad Gushue would run out of here with giving Canada one in a hurry.
It's all good. It's
Nice and tight, Jeff.
speed was
Even
good.
with that
Speed
other
really
red.
good.
Yeah, he's just really into Kevin that his first one was just him rushing a little bit,
Gotta
trying to
keep
get
it
the
out
rock down there
far enough
fast.
so he can't come around it. That's the only big concern, I think.
Okay. So you're trying to get like 6 inches from center line?
Yeah, even a little wider.
Okay. Rock off center.
Yeah. A little bit
Nice
of
and
room.
tight.
Where?
Almost
top
biting.
Top 12.
Biting.
Top 12. Room. Let it work. You got a lot of room, boys. Top 12. Close. Tight. Whoa, let it work. Yes. Tight. Yep. Go, Brett. Yep. Hard, yes. Brett. Hard.
Gallant.
Hard.
Gonna come off that
Hard.
one.
Keep going. Little more. That's good. That's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good. Great weight. Good shot.
Probably got that for 2 or 3.
We never tap
He almost
that,
has to guard it. Well, he'll guard it again, but he's got to make the guard.
Huh?
If we tap that and free up the back one, leave him shot, what does he do?
He guards the hole.
And then we make
you
one
have
of
this
these
for
5-footers for 3 or 4.
Timeout.
What were you thinking?
We were thinking of getting rid of this, but then I don't have it. He just puts it back. He's just going to put it back, Mark.
Yeah.
You might play the double and son, I can't do that.
Can't. Well,
Can't do
is
that.
that just...
Do you like risking leaving him shot? We'll tap that an inch high.
I mean, Kev's call was to hit and roll off the 4.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but
if he
what's-
makes that
so-
double, you should still have that the yellow under the red.
Yeah, he's not going to play the double. He's just going to guard it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to put it
You
back.
think he'll
Back 12, right on the nose.
Oh, you'd
You
have to be a
guys-
little high for sure.
You guys think it's worth the risk, eh?
It's fine if you don't.
Well,
So what are you thinking of doing?
Well, if you were to
That's their
come
second
down
time
and
out. You
tap
sense
that
that they
2
know
feet
this could
and
be
you
the
stayed
game
an
right
inch high,
here. The chance, and you
I
heard
don't think
Mark
he can do
Kennedy
anything
say,
to stop us from having
we could
a
get
pretty
3 or
easy shot
4.
for 3 or 4.
yeah, he's... He tries
British
to go
Columbia,
here.
Saskatchewan. What do you got going here?
I don't know. They don't know who's shot either. There's been a lot of looks at what is happening. So Adam Casey is playing the hit and roll to the 4-foot from the outside, and then you can expect a measure.
And he doesn't get the roll in. Yeah, boy, it is close.
You got a pint on the line, dude.
It is close.
I would not lie to you about something as irrelevant.
It is, but could be.
Okay, so they'll measure, and we'll let you know. Yes, Kathy.
So they've decided to go to the tap here and try and get rid of that back yellow and lock it.
Yeah,
So that leaves, though, Newfoundland Labrador shot stone rush.
The
Yeah,
risk.
it does. It's extremely risky one up.
They seem to be all on the same page that they're okay with taking the risk.
But this is the risk that might lead to multiple points.
Right, and if you do throw a guard and Gushue taps a red one in
Whoa,
on top
back
and loses
eight,
it, he's
whoa,
shot.
weight's
So
good.
I like it.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
They got to get a lucky with the line, though, with the lineup of these.
Perfect. They haven't laid a lick yet. It's all on its own. They're going to come off that stone, yes.
Perfect.
Get back one, back one, go, 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 go. The tap back. Now shot rock belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador.
That's exactly how they called it, a little high side. But the way those two yellows are lined up and no backing.
We get this just to, and get this one in the way. I don't see how he gets it out. Hey? It's got two angles. We can't take them both away. Yeah, it's either that or that. Oh. It's game over if we lose, though. I think we got to jiggle this.
Yeah. Okay.
Try and get as close to the nose.
You trying to throw T-line here?
Back 8.
Just worried about bumping that too far.
Not with back 8. Not if we get a little to the inside.
Okay.
After the measure, Saskatchewan picked up the single, but they're down by 1-5-4. British Columbia in a must-win.
I think back 8. Okay.
Theoretically.
Trying to right on the nose or hit it a little low. I think if we can get it on the nose, it's best. Okay.
Tap it right on the nose,
Otherwise,
right?
I think we got to get fairly
What's
low
the
on
danger of bumping shot rock too far?
It's like that
Or is
ice
there
back
not
eight.
enough weight in this stone?
I'm not sure Brad would care if he bumped the red back for second shot. It's setting up that you can see that locked and loaded 2 yellows onto the red, Vic. And Kevin's, it's wide open right now, and there's a couple short raises that he's capable of making. He might not, but so Brad's going to try to roll the dice here and move them around a bit. He's so good with the angles, Brad. He can jiggle them around. There might not be anything.
Back 12. Whoa. Back yes.
This is the last for Gushue. Got to get through that hole too. Look out, look out, look out, look out. And now they moved it back, and it is still the shot stone,
good,
but the angles have changed.
I really curled when it got close to the
Yeah.
center line.
It was tough because you bump it
I
farther.
need more weight.
It's edge to edge. Does this not look easier to you?
Well, Ontario, oh my goodness, that is a lonely yellow in there.
And that lonely yellow just thrown by Glenn Howard, tried to bury it and take it back, but part open to Mike McEwen. He is not playing quiet weight, just wants to make it go away.
Green. Clean it. Green.
Everybody's just backed off. Oh, goodness. And away it goes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Manitoba.
I think you just high side that center line red one, don't you? Or can you get to the nose on the yellow?
This one?
Yeah. I think
Or
they got
this
enough
one's
room.
a more natural angle. They kick that through. You think they can actually get by that?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes! Because they got to get it right where my arrow is, Shell. You can't nose it, or
They
it's
do.
a steal of 1.
I think that's what they're going to play.
I thought the run looked easier, but if there's air,
Like this one?
interesting.
You have to almost play across the face and angle it back the other way.
You do your papering that.
There it is. There, boy. You got to cross that, Cheryl. Wow.
Get every bit he can see.
Final stone right now. It's a stolen point. Brad Gushue playing, coming through, bang, bang, and he'll go across the top, and they'll give up a steal of 1. Wow. What a turnaround. Goodness. Gushue, the magician. Spend St. Patrick's Day with Letterkenny. Your favorite Hicks and hockey players are back for a special episode celebrating the most perfect day of the year. It streams Monday, March 17th only on Crave TV, and you can Start your 1-month trial at cravetv.ca. Now look at that. 3-0. Team Canada led it at one point. Now Newfoundland Labrador after that steal of 1 and 6, and we're all tied at 4. And so here in the 7th, it'll once again be Kevin Cooey and Team Canada that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Big swing because Team Canada's lost hammer in the even ends, and an opportunity there. I don't know what.
It just looked too tough to me, but it's Kevin Cooey, so how do you argue? But the Brent Lang said, make your first one, and then no matter what Brad does, we've got that 6-foot raise, 2 of them, 2 different ones. It's the wrong color, but you would have scored at least 3.
Get it there, Mark.
The one he tried, I thought, was way harder, but they're out there. We're not.
Line is perfect. Go. Come on.
Now you see some urgency in Canada here. Can they turn this around?
Top 8. Yep. Hard Mark.
And the crowd's into it again, of course.
Keep going, Mark.
And Hebert now trying to wrap it around the 2 center guards. And they'll sit 2 again.
Good shot.
Didn't think I'd see 2 guards from Gushue. It's certainly not wrong. It's a pretty standard procedure. But now that he's tied, he doesn't have to get too aggressive. Benny's helped him out here, back button.
Yeah, those 2 center guards, though, if he got a force out of it, he got a steal out of it. So it's working.
Yeah. Just don't force him to 3.
Well, yeah, you don't want to go back to the first two.
No.
I like
work their way back into this.
But that Canada Rock's helping them for sure. Brett could lock this in.
Line's good. Line's good ahead.
Brett Gallant.
Lock it on. Line's a little tight. We're there. Line's good. We're there. We're there. Freeze it. Yep. Line's really good. To it. Yep. Go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And to it, boy. On his game.
Yeah, maybe keep the line there.
Numbers don't show it tonight. 77% so far for Brett Gallant. But remember, too, he is the reigning Canadian mixed doubles champion with Jocelyn Peterman.
Yep. Yes.
And pick it off the face, and away they go. Backing goes 2, still sitting to 1.
Sorry, top 8.
Team Canada.
Really good call there. The Gushue rock over curled a bit, so now a freeze gives Kevin Cooey a little more room to score.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Line's good. 12. Line's good. Line's good. It's good. Room. Low line. Line's good. Low line needs a curl.
You're up.
Needs a curl.
It's all there.
Whoa. Whoa, needs a curl, Mark. Needs a curl. Off.
Whoa.
Off. Curl.
Oh,
Okay.
I think didn't have the finish.
No, talking about that rock being a little straighter. Weight was perfect.
More than that, though.
Just didn't finish up for them.
I don't mind this. Sure.
Get to the inside.
If you chisel the guard, have a good go. If you chisel the guard, that's fine.
Yeah. Just try and, you know what, Lang, with that broom, just throw the right weight and you're good. Yeah.
Just through.
Whoa.
Yep. Mark Kennedy, he just knows how to simplify it for the thrower.
Hard.
Come on, Mark.
Hard. Keep going.
Mark Kennedy who will take this. Now Hebert. Some light licks, and that's what they'll do, one another. And they took off the, they moved the center guard off the center line. And the shooter will spill.
Hook.
Coming back. Not quite.
I didn't think it was that heavy. Me too. It's not bad.
Like this. Guard ours for now. Guard this one for now.
I like the run.
I like this.
I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Nose.
I don't know. You like this?
Whatever you like.
I don't know. Like
We like both.
It is tight now.
This was my first thought.
I like this. Board weight.
What's the difference in the 2 plays?
Well, I think this is safer. They're tied. If Mark sticks us, they're sitting 2. One of them's buried. If you guard your own, I think it might talk Cooey into playing a come around, and maybe you could steal.
Yes. Heavy more hard. Hard! Hard! Keep it there.
Trying to get it to the nose. Oh, and they won't be able to hold the shooter, but the shooter has rolled over now and covering their own stone, top edge of the 8. So the raised rock goes, shooter rolls over.
Pretty good.
Really nice roll.
Board and normal.
Kind of forces Kevin to play this run double.
You probably knew that.
Yeah.
Perfect roll to the left.
Yep. Whoa. No. Whoa.
Mark Kennedy.
Not doing anything with that.
And we'll run it by. Goodness.
You can feel the momentum, can't you?
That was their chance to really opportunity for a possible blank. Now
Just past half.
Gushue chance to force.
Halfway.
Okay.
Yeah. Halfway.
Halfway. What?
A little bit early.
Line's even?
Tight. Line's tight. Line's tight. A little bit early for line, Jeff.
Real tight. Foot out. 2 feet out.
They're caught here because it might be shade heavy, but they're trying to keep it straight by brushing it.
Whoa. Over curling. Let it stop.
And coming a lot closer,
Hey, Mark.
a lot deeper than they thought. They wanted it halfway.
Okay, Mark.
Sorry, guys.
Not bad.
It's pretty good. It's even tougher than the last one.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
And he's got it.
Brilliant.
Still leaves the corner up for Newfoundland Labrador. Covering the 8.
But a little bit of a risk. Now you're going Newfoundland Labrador without hammer. You're going around the corner. Anything slides deep could be an opportunity for Canada. But this is the best way for Newfoundland Labrador to get a force.
I don't see it yet. I had around edge of the 4. Should be good. It's going a little more this way.
Yeah. I think the speed will be the same as it's been, eh, Jeff?
Yeah. Is that enough ice there, Brett? I think it's enough.
To me, it looks like plenty.
Okay. You want to tighten it up? I don't mind for top 8.
And we have our first final, and nice bounce back for Mike McEwen and Manitoba as they will pick up a 9-2 win over Ontario and Glenn Howard. So they improve to 8-2. Ontario will fall now to 3-7. Just the one draw remaining.
Pretty good.
The difference really being that at 4 they cracked Manitoba into 7.
Keep moving, guys. Hard, Brett. Hard. Keep going. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard.
It's slower than I thought it was.
Not bad. It forces Kevin Cooey to go around, which could create a 2, but the blanks just about disappeared.
Not at top 8. Jeez.
Might have been the switch not carrying it for our turn.
Sure, I don't hate it. Then he makes the in-turn.
Pretty hard to bury this completely and be high enough in front of the tee line to be dangerous.
Watch this, so that should be close.
T-line, Kev. I got heavy right now, guys.
Wasn't as
I
quick.
got back 4, back 8.
Wasn't quite as fast.
Line's good. Line only. Line's good. We can wait. How heavy? Oh, we're heavy.
Stay with
8.
it, though.
Yeah, get by, get by.
Back 8.
Might as well get her buried. Get ready. Go ahead, Benny. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go.
Make as much room as you can. Go.
Go. Go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Shut up.
Turned out it wasn't that heavy, really.
No, and it came down on them.
So did Gushue's, right?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes this is the time of the week when there are just too many colors on the ice, even though there's just red and yellow. It was 1 for Ontario and an 8-3 win for
I get
Manitoba.
over half, don't I? Got half. Half. You like hack weight at it?
I think it is that 3 to 4 feet slower in here, right? Like,
Okay.
after climbing that,
What do you think, Jeff? I'd say it's on the max side.
I know it's risky, but I thought Brad might take a crack at just playing the freeze down there.
I guess by getting rid of this, so he's guaranteed the force.
Because
But
of
you're
his
right.
great draw on his first one.
You might even steal by freezing, couldn't you?
Yeah, just when it slipped behind tee, it's a chance.
Sure.
Just back.
Yes!
Weight's pretty good.
Hard!
Pack.
Hard!
Little heavy. Little heavy.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Little heavy.
Yeah!
Can they get this little flip also behind cover? Get across the nose. Oh, they're rolling away, and they're still sitting to 2. Wow. How close were they to that?
Oh, no kidding.
Great rush. Oh, Gallant and Walker save one here for him right there.
That's why Gushue's first one was pretty good, because how was Kevin Koe going to bury? He made a pretty good attempt at it, and Brad got it easy. It's the deep ones that kill everybody.
Gushue, job well done. Force.
Yeah, hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard!
Hard, Benny. Hard, Benny.
Hard, Benny, go!
Hard, you're holding.
Go!
This is all about holding it now for them.
Good sweeping, bud. Good
Look at that. Hey, 2 great front ends. Battling brush for brush, stroke for stroke. Gallant, Walker, Lang, Hebert for the single. Now we'll quickly go over, Kathy, to the game between Alberta and Northern Ontario. Again, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, 7-3, must win. Still would have a chance at 4 losses, but here's an opportunity for Alberta, it looks like, to get a deuce.
It certainly is, and it was really set up well for Northern Ontario this end. But now we find ourselves in a situation that it is a nose hit for 2.
Yep! Yeah!
Brendan Watcher, former Canadian World Junior champion, a university gold medal winner out of the University of Alberta, Tarek Martin. Oh goodness, we saw one like this earlier. Is this one hanging around? Yes.
You bet.
For the deuce. 2 on the board. They're all tied at 4. Got it now. Can you get it? Drag it over. Get it there. Can you get it there, fellas? Can you get it there, fellas? Can you? Yes, you can. All the way. Manitoba.
Final stone, extra in. Jean-Michel Menard needs that pin for the win. Big final scrub on the pin for the win. Oh, Quebec. What a draw. Jean-Michel Menard.
You know, when you think back to how they started Quebec, they lost their first 2. Look where they are now. They're going to go against Mike McEwen tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. That's the final draw of the day. And a win for McEwen would put them into the 1-2 game. Menard would try to avoid a 4th loss, which could potentially take him out. Make a note, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian and Kathy will have that for you. The final draw, 17. Tim Hortons, Brier, from here in St. John's. So Team Canada picks up the single in 7. Last rock here in 8 belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador, and Brad Gushue playing the Redstones.
Great one.
Great run back after the perfect come around by Newfoundland. Run back, just barely gets that red one out of play. A lot of great shots being made here, tough ones.
Yeah, it's kind of who blinks first. It's been a pretty great game.
Curl. Okay.
Okay. Wanted to sit right there, getting away for Team Canada.
Hard, yeah. Little back.
Still usable.
Should be room.
Easy.
Mine looks good though.
Easy.
We're not heavy. Top 8, easy. 8 only, Benny.
Weight's
Top
good.
8.
Weight's good.
Definitely room.
Yeah, we just top 8.
Just top 8.
Line's getting good. Go
At the
ahead,
end.
Mark, if you need to. Line's getting
Oh,
good.
well.
Go.
Both of you go.
Go.
Hard like
Go. Go, 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 go,
Oh, you
go.
got it.
Further. Go, go, go.
Keep Keep going.
Attaboy, Brent. Great shot, bud.
Oh, he couldn't have placed that any better.
BC has picked up a single in 7 to lead Saskatchewan by 2. Again, for John Morris and British Columbia, must win. Brett Gallant.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Whoa. No. No. Shooter, Jeff.
Oh, boy.
Okay, good.
Touched it on the way by. Thankfully, that shooter went far enough not to cover it.
Well, and it does a good job of opening up the front, rolling for a couple corners.
Through a couple ends ago.
And a little bit of a stagger, too.
Yeah, Gushue just wants to make sure, for sure, this end that he scores. So by opening up the front, even though he would have liked that back when he was so close by rubbing it.
It's tough to draw now, too, isn't it, for Gushue?
No, we're good. Halfway.
Keep guarding this well.
Where are you?
Halfway.
Hard legger. Easy.
It's going to over curl, eh?
No.
It's an over
Whoa.
I see that.
Stay with it.
No.
Stay with it.
For West.
Good.
Good. Good sweeping, bud.
To roll all the way over.
Boy, a nice guard there. You guard it
What's
every
that?
single time. Gushue'd have a tough lane in there.
Does Hack get over there, or do you care? What's that? You want heavy Hack? No, Hack is fine. I don't. It'd be great if you got Barry, but it's not essential.
This will curl. Stay close.
Okay. Whoa!
Heavy Hack.
Whoa!
Heavy.
No! Close! No.
Heavy Hack.
Close! No! Yep! Yep! Hard! Whoa! Watch the shooter.
Yeah.
Whoa! Good shot.
It's a little bit more weight than Brad was expecting, but it worked out really well.
Right, because that's brilliant. Now you can hit that. You have to hit that, and then Gushue plays an aggressive call around the guards.
Well, there you see the timeouts remaining and the time. No timeouts now for Team Canada.
Slightly missed guard. Kennedy can do nothing but hit this thing, and around goes Mark Nichols.
Whoa! Easy.
Light control.
Weight's good.
Whoa!
Close. Yep. Whoa.
Shot, Mark.
Yep.
Good.
Mark.
Here we go.
It's the only problem. I guess Kevin has to make the run back. Yeah, we probably should have
Release
gone
piece of
around.
the 8.
I agree with that. They probably should have gone around.
Because you know what it's, again, the old adage of what are they going to do?
Yeah,
No matter
yeah.
what you do, they're playing this. Get there first.
Low heavy.
Low line.
Close, Jeff.
Right off.
T-line. Whoa, it's too deep. Close.
Weight's good.
Top 4. Yep.
Top 4.
Top button. Heavy.
Need to move hard.
Heavy.
Look at it go now. Look, here comes that guard. Look out, look out.
Okay, it's only top 8.
Top 8.
They don't want to sweep it because of the weight.
You got to have some faith, though, huh?
Oh, that must have picked, though, to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple feet.
Just the best thing that could have happened, to be
I think
honest.
where we're off it just kind of.
Yeah. It just picked a little.
Yeah.
Freezes, refreeze.
Oh,
If
that's
he shot. If
perfect.
he bumps, we still have the freeze. Yeah, it's either.
I thought it was behind the red one.
Runner probably takes 3 out of play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I think you make it.
It's inside the middle.
Yeah.
It's a deuce if you miss it, but.
I think this is a better call because I don't know that you can follow Marks down to bury
No, you can't.
around there because he picked at the end.
You
So,
can't.
and you're coming around something that's just about top 4.
Tough. That's a long run, boy. Ted on will get part of it.
Yep.
Hard, Benny.
Let it go.
Hard, Benny.
Let it go.
And Hebert now picking up, Lang picking up. Oh, and then he crashes and will go by. Well, when you consider the shots that have been played, I mean, remember Cooey with the bang bang come up to get shot rocked?
Yep.
Great draws by Brad Gushue. Look at that. 94% on his draws, 90% for Cooey. Wonderful game being thrown by all the players on the ice. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. It is a treat on this Thursday night, Tim Hortons Brier.
Same way
Edge of button.
It's pretty good.
Brad?
Yeah, I need it at least maybe a hair more.
Just a little more. A little more.
I think it's slowing down a couple feet from the start of the game.
Okay. Is that enough?
Nice camera around by Mark Nichols setting this up.
Like
Pretty simple too, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Hair heavy.
Where? Good,
Top 4.
Close. Whoa. Line's good. You have lots of room.
Might be T-line.
T-line?
Top 4. Top 4.
How's line?
Make it so the double jams.
Oh, it's good. Put it right here. Easy, easy.
Came a little deep.
Yeah.
Because the double doesn't jam anymore. You can get the spin thin.
Did you?
But it did, Brad, at the end for sure.
They wanted to use that yellow sitting in the 12.
If you leave it a little higher and then Kevin Cooey tries for the double, it jams on that yellow. But by coming in a little bit deep now, there's room.
That was great awareness by Brett. He said, let's leave it. Now they wanted it here, then there's no double. But if they get it into that second position, then when this comes across, like you said, Cheryl, that way, whoop, the other way, you're going to jam it on that yellow.
That's how you won so many games.
That's right.
You threw from the other end.
And I can erase the other team's color. That's great. This is tough.
Ben Hebert now laying. Yes, late licks got one for sure, got two, you do. Wow. Great brush, Ben Hebert. Brent Lang. Nice call, Mark Kennedy.
And sticks.
That is having the bucket out and bailing.
Didn't even think about making this. What a great shot.
Good toss, Kev. Attaboy, Koo.
Great shot, Kev. Attaboy.
It's so massive because you don't make it, it's a 2. Now, if you get forced to 1, you've got about a 30% chance of winning. Maybe not even that, the way they're ticking the shots nowadays to win. This keeps Cooey's chances alive here.
Full, well, just bite the 8. Bite the white.
2 or 3 feet less?
For the single, and we're tied again.
Yeah, I gotta go, boys. Come on. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Walker to land, and they are very good. But that was a wonderful thin double pulled off by Kevin Cooey. 2 to go, and we're all tied. You would expect this in a 16th draw of the Tim Hortons Brier. All the everything's amped up a little bit. Nerves, expectations. Teams fighting for their spots in the Final Four. We already know that one of those teams that will be in at least the playoffs is Manitoba. They've gotten themselves in. A win tomorrow could get them into the 1-2 page playoff. Mike McEwen, a winner over Ontario. And here in this really terrific game on this Thursday night, Newfoundland, Labrador, we are tied at 5. And we go to the 9th, and it will be Team Canada. Skipped by Kevin Cooey, the defending champions, that do have Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
I really like you, Russ, you and I have talked about this a few times. I like the way Gushue plays this, approaches this. You know they're throwing double staggered guards. They throw the long one first because it's a tougher tick.
Right.
And then Cooey goes around and then they throw the tight one. Because you throw the tight one first, oftentimes it's pretty easy to just tap it into the rings and roll on yourself.
Good, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's good, yes. Whoa, whoa.
Holy frozen.
Clean it, clean it.
Off.
Frozen.
Little bump.
Yep.
Whoa, off.
Whoa. Little bump, keep it on the nose.
Whoa, Mark. I don't know. Yep.
Let go.
Whoa, whoa, no. Perfect. Good, Benny.
Shot.
Good sweeping, guys.
No.
Over here, Ben.
Maybe I can answer my own question. Aren't you a little surprised they don't go up and tick off that long guard, or will they start doing that later if you're Team Canada?
Well, they could have gone up there, but they, you know what, right now, the way those two are set up, you might as well get another one on top because you know where Gushue's going to go, and then you can hit on the next one and peel. Yep.
Get a row! Whoa, just behind T. You haven't got any line yet.
Jeff!
Yep.
Line's good.
I'd like to get to the nose on this.
Yes!
Whoa.
Back four. Back four. Good weight.
Great job.
Very nice.
Brilliant.
Build a little wall back there.
Huh?
He attempted to hit that red onto the yellow.
Great shot.
Right.
Yeah, good
Get
spot.
rid of it. The one the button could kill you.
Okay.
Like that?
Straight back.
I actually think they're playing hit roll in.
Whoa. Just board.
Roll a little bit and guard it, but I like the straight back.
Weight's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, either or, I guess. Just block the pocket or take it away.
Hard, baby.
Hard, do it.
Come on, bud. Come on. Come on.
No roll.
That's the problem with that shot. Now there's a little nest.
British Columbia needs to win. Final stone on the way. Adam Casey, Saskatchewan.
Well, he's facing two. He had a relatively simple double tap on his first one. Just came out a little bit heavy, and it ran on him. And that allowed Jim Cotter an opportunity to draw in for two. And so Adam's trying to come to the face of the stone in the forefoot for the single.
Out of the Highland Curling Club in Regina. And very nice. And that will be for the single 6-5.
Weight's good. Hard good.
Look at this nice little
Whoa,
pocket.
Go bounce. Whoa, Mark. Whoa. Whoa. Sit. Okay. And then we're dead.
Okay. The other guy.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
You can't freeze again. We come off our own.
So now it's time. Go up and rip the guard.
Yeah, exactly. But
Clean.
Gushue's in good shape here. Done a wonderful job of tapping the yellow back to where they want them. They've been really good at that this game.
I wasn't pushing it in the corner.
Board?
Hack weight.
Sorry.
Heavy hacker board. What kind of weight are you looking for?
Hack. Good hack.
Mark Nichols, as we look from overhead. Northern Ontario sitting the one. How do you get two?
Well, I don't know if they are not already sitting two. There have been a lot of looks back and forth between that red one at the top and the yellow one on the left as you look at it. No way to make a play on the red one. And so for Brad Jacobs, we'll put it in there and hopefully for the second and then measure for the third.
Okay. Fighting for their lives too here. Sitting at 7-3. A fourth wouldn't eliminate them, but make it awfully tough. Remember last year they went undefeated. Won 11 straight in Ottawa.
Got it, Carl.
Remember the last cab right in the middle.
Ryan. Got it, Carl.
Brian Harnden picking that one up as we watch Mark Kennedy.
Gotta go, Ryan. Got a boy, Brad.
It's a great shot.
Now that little touch may have taken away the possible third.
No, I think it did for sure.
So it's two for Northern Ontario. Thanks, Kathy.
Oh, Mark stuffed this. They were trying to go a little higher side across the top of it.
Want to call it timeout?
Just keep putting rocks behind the tee line for Team Canada, and it's just causing them fits.
Sorry, boys. Close.
That was such a good opportunity for them to start to look at a blank or work their way towards that.
Is there a red triple if they leave that inside corner open?
Then we're drawing around.
Yeah.
This one will curl, Brad.
Take guard.
I think we want to cover a bit of that yellow. Okay.
The force was the play for Team Gushue. Now they're thinking steel.
And now you got a lot of work for a blank for Team
All
Canada.
there.
Felt pretty good, Brad.
Room length.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
I think we're beside it. No, weight's good.
Room length. 4 feet short. Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa, let it work.
No, we're beside it.
2 feet short.
Just around. No.
Freeze.
Just around it.
It's too late. Too late, Brad.
Too late now, and they will rub and roll off.
Okay.
You got to play this now. Okay. Same throw.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, you're just trying to plant that one.
Yep.
Sliver high. Yep.
You know what? You could do this, but I don't know what happens.
It's really thin.
Yeah.
I looked at that. It's too thin.
Yeah, there's a hole there. Same throw.
Sliver high.
They hit this dead on, Cheryl. The red goes into the yellow. Gushue sits 3.
This is the same shot Mark just threw.
Brad Gushue fighting his way back after giving up that early 3 in the first.
Yep.
Mark Kennedy.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Harbrandt.
Whoa.
Flag.
Whoa.
Late licks. Here we go. Run it back and going to get them both.
Very nice. Oh, almost saved that shooter. Would have been huge.
Boy, Mark. Good shot, man.
Here's the Newfoundland Labrador. Still are the Shot Rock Redstone top 8.
Jeez, that looked like it was going to be thick.
Just a brilliant shot.
It's not bad, though. It makes it.
No, it's good. I was trying to stick it there.
That ever stays in the side. Gushue's got to be afraid of giving up a couple now.
Good weight. Board.
Forces him to hit it, Cheryl.
Yep.
A little bit of a hurry up too. Both teams picking up their play.
Whoa.
Remember, no timeouts yet remaining for Team Canada.
Hard. Hard. Roll. Roll.
And rolling it away to sit the 2.
Real good. Great weight, Brad.
Is there a double there?
There is.
There is, but then Brad goes right around that center guard.
You could make this too, you know.
Same as where you want me to hit it.
Well, if you stick it, he's in some heat.
Oh, he's going to come
play
around
it.
no matter what you do.
Well, one's against the game.
Just hit it where you want it, Kev. What's up, Kev? Hit and roll over in front of it?
No, let's if I make it.
Sure.
Stick it.
I like
or
it.
if I make it and roll out, we might have the run for the blank.
I like it.
What are you looking for?
Right there. Go right on top of the button.
Yeah.
We get it fully buried, he can't get to.
One last, so you want right there.
Right there.
This is tough in itself. To stick it is really hard.
Yes! Harbrandt. Come on, Brent.
Whoa!
Got right off.
Right off!
Whoa!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Good throw.
And now the force. And maybe even the steal. You heard as they were walking back, Brad Gushue saying to Jeff Walker, top button.
Oh, he threw this good enough to make it.
Early brush, Russ?
Yeah, just enough. When it's coming that hard, you tweak it back a bit. Now it's going to be extremely hard to score for Cooey. He can't play the raise.
Top of the button, guys. Yep, line. Hard. Yes, line.
Walker Gallant.
Line's good. T. Line's good. Top 4. T. Right on top of the button. Whoa, room. Jeff's in.
Even Mark Nichols having
Put it
to
on top of the button.
yell at the top of
Put it
his
on top of
lungs.
the button.
Top button is where they want it, and top button is where they put it. Tell me you can't enjoy this. This is spectacular curling.
You just hitting that one? Yeah.
It's going to give him one.
Yep, just hit the open one.
Wow.
Coming home one down with the hammer.
Oh, this will get the crowd going here. Once they figure out what's going on. There it is. So Gushue will steal again here in 9. Takes advantage of the mistakes, and there's been a few for Cooey in the second half.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Clean the whole way. Hard. Clean it. Clean, just clean.
100% so far, and still perfect. 2 more, Alberta, Newfoundland, Labrador. They are sitting shot wrong. Steel point to tie. Kevin Cooey. Heaver. Pick it, and he does. 7-5.
Hard, Benny.
Make this run back, stick it for one. Maybe get the blank. You're going to catch it. Yes, you will. And you'll get it to the back and add 2 more. And Alberta are the Canadian men's curling champions. Yeah, a year ago in Ottawa, it was a 9-5 win over Brad Gushue to win the championship, to become Team Canada, and now looking to become the second Team Canada. Pat Simmons having taken over Cooey's old team and winning the championship in 2015. So electing to give up the steal of 1. So all the way back, and now with the lead for the first time is Newfoundland and Labrador, Brad Gushue. Gushue as we go to the 10th. And it will be Kevin Cooey that does have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstone. And you're right, here we go again. The 2 center guards stacked. It's paid off for Gushue in 8 and 9.
Has.
Incredible comeback.
They've been set up perfectly. It puts a lot of pressure on Team Canada front end.
Just hack. Whoa! Never. You got nothing yet.
Benny was a little soft here, so that's accessible for Brett.
Go, Jeff. Whoa, Mark, you're going to have to go in the yellow. I know, get behind it. Okay. Good.
Close for comfort.
Heavy at all? It's a little aggressive.
Really? Don't like that.
No?
No, I like that one, guys. Get one buried in there.
Talk to me if you don't like it. Okay.
I like getting that red one out of there, but if you ever roll out, off comes the corner guard, and you don't really have much to work with. You have to get 2 here. The chances of stealing are pretty slim.
Easy. Top 8. Through. Line's good. Come on, Benny. Hard line. Hard everything. Hard everything. Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Line's great. Come on, Ben. Line's hard. It's sliding. Come on, Ben. Come on, hard. Hard. Keep going. Mark, keep going. Go, Mark. Come on. Keep going.
That's an man scrub.
Wow, that's great stuff.
Okay, now we're even. We're even.
Yeah. I can't believe they got that there past the guard.
That's fine.
Thought it was going to be a biter.
Okay.
My goodness.
Straighter one, eh? Yep.
Good, but not perfect, because there's lots of room here for Team Newfoundland to sink one in behind.
Thought it was there. T. Yeah, I don't think it's heavy. Hard line. Line's real tight, Jeff. Line only. We're heavy. You need back 8. Whoa. Yep. Line only. Yep. More than back 8.
Coming through.
Back 12. Rub it.
Nothing at all. They were hoping that it would just reach out and touch somebody.
I think you go in, turn, bite the 4.
And all the way through. All right, British Columbia, Saskatchewan again. Now, all right, you use your younger eyes. What do you see there?
Red.
Okay.
And 2 yellow. Another red.
Very good.
I do think that it is the red that is shot stone. Last end, it was a throwaway. They've really had both ends, the last 2 ends. It's been all about conglomeration in the 4-foot area. Really small scoring zone, and this is curling hard.
Is it heavy enough to raise the yellow? That's the problem.
That's the worry, I'll tell you.
And it has. So Saskatchewan will pick up the steal. They're tied. British Columbia will have last rock coming home in their final game, needing to stay at 4 losses.
You look heavy. Where? Weight's good. Get tight to our yellow. Hard. Gotta go line. Hard. Come on. He's past the yellow. Gotta go line. Come on, Mark. We're heavy. Go. Yes. Jeez. We're a little heavy, Mark. We're top 4. It's not bad. Well, we're top button. Sorry, boys.
It's a double there.
Got curls there. Good shot, Brent. Yeah.
Those are so tough because as a brusher, you don't want to brush it to the button and have Gushue freeze, and then you'll never score. At the same time, you tried to get it by. Nice opportunity here for Nichols.
Hack.
Yep.
Hack.
Yep. Good hack.
Yep.
Good hack.
Hard. Gotta go. Help him, Brett.
Heavy hack.
Hard.
Wow. Walker Gallant again, trying to save this again. Save it again.
Soft release.
Oh, just no chance of holding it.
Open up the come round, but I thought you were going to hold it.
Be quick. Split ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dropping in on Alberta and Northern Ontario as they play in 10.
Just a little.
After Northern Ontario picked up the deuce, Kathy.
Well, for the first shot, Brad Jacobs made a great pick across the face of the stone, got rid of the Alberta stone. Brendan Botcher came around again. For the Northern Ontario team, they have no access to it. It is second shot.
Yes.
Like two. Easy.
Former champions, Olympic gold medal winners, Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs, they're fighting as well for their lives.
Oh, no, never.
They need to be second shot, and they need to ensure that there is no double.
And
Need more ice.
it just looks like it did stop. So they are sitting the 2 at the moment. Meanwhile, on our sheet, what have they left here?
A triple.
Triple. Both teams over curling with the intern.
Team Canada again is running around with no time, and they kind of rush that a bit.
Can you like the in or out?
I can't make it with the out.
Okay.
Both teams talking about it curling a little more than they expect. Mark was soft on his, but maybe just the slide path getting a little where it grabs the stone once it gets close.
The only thing left here for Alberta is what?
Well, I guess who's...
It's tough because you can, I don't know that you can play off that outside one, Russ, and get the back one as well.
Here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and away they go. And watch where the shooter goes. It backs up and goes underneath.
Just hot. We pretty much got to hit about as much as we can.
And meanwhile, Brendan Botcher is ready now again, and he had to wait, of course. Needs 2.
Boy, a soft finesse shot with all that adrenaline pumping. It's a tough shot.
Oh, goodness. Touch it! No, it'll go by.
Wait only!
Line's perfect.
Wait only! Line's perfect. Just bite the 4 on this line. Right
1.
to my broom.
And that's it. That's all they got. The 1 it is.
Pass this one. Yes,
And
go,
so
go.
Northern Ontario will pick up the 1 and win it.
Good, Mark. Good shot, bud.
6-5 is your final score.
Oh, you talk
They
about
improved to 8-3.
I mean, you make this one, he's almost
And they are done.
right? Like, it's tough.
Foot
If you make
farther.
this one,
We'll see you next week.
way better result.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
talk about the adrenaline though, and then Mark having to throw this draw.
It's not easy.
Try not to
You gotta
overthrow it.
stick Let's give it a go, Mark. Should run
Gotta,
pretty straight.
gotta be careful of this too, Brad.
I don't think you can jam it on there. I think it'll go off.
Yeah. You think it'll go this way?
That's all he's got. If that rock had come a shade farther, right to there, then the red one would have been in the way. Just a foot farther, but brilliant all the same, as you said, under the circumstances.
The crowd just
Either
went
that
crazy,
or
and you
draw,
got to
but-
throw a top 8-foot stone.
You like half? I think it looks like half to me.
Mark's not sure about this,
Thin?
but Brad loves it.
Thick. Thick, yes.
Okay.
Don't
I
get
think half makes
Brad's
it, Brad.
way if he loves it. The main thing here, Cheryl, if you make this, then wherever Cooey puts the next one, Brad's got another raise, which is even easier.
We're not going to get shots.
Right.
Yep.
Skip Stones.
Yes.
Brad Gushue.
Whoa.
Now they're called off Walker Gallant.
Yep.
Thick half. Got it.
That's such a tough shot without all the pressure. Great
Brilliant.
throw.
That one's going to be tougher than the next one, I would think, because they just had to get Kennedy's a foot deeper.
A little more.
Both these teams used to this pressure cooker, Gushue in the Halifax trials.
You need more than that, don't you, Kev?
Mark,
Kennedy
little
at the
more.
Vancouver Olympics.
That's the same ice you were. That's going to get behind his.
Yeah.
If we're past it, well, you guys make the call.
Right beside it.
Yeah, they just play. They just want to be right beside it, deep where Mark was. Leaves a short, easy run.
It's a good call. It's going to be buried, and you don't.
It'll be good. Line's fine.
Shot would be nice here, though.
Line's good.
Line's perfect.
Where are we, boys? We're good.
We gotta go deep.
Line's good to bite the 8.
We're past that.
How past?
We gotta go.
Go then.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Yep.
Everything's.
Yep.
Hard then. Keep going. Go, Benny.
All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Keep going. Go,
Benny. Go, 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 go. Keep going.
Keep going, keep going.
And all the way back to the back edge of the floor.
Good throw, Kev. Good throw.
He freeze.
Well, it certainly didn't start very well for Newfoundland and Labrador. They came out aggressively, and Team Canada caught them for a 3. But taking advantage of some mistakes in 6 and again in 9, and first time in the game, Newfoundland Labrador has the lead. But look at the game that Gushue is throwing now, 92%. It's all coming down to this 10th. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Just threw it. This one, the last time he could only.
Right on the edge should be good.
He only had half a rock. This one's a little longer, so the angle can't be off, but it's the good news for Brad Gushue here is he just played this spot. Normal weight, don't overthrow it. Anything high side there.
Solid board. Yes. Solid. Yes. Hard.
Final stone for
Yep.
Newfoundland
Yes.
Labrador. They lead by 1. Walker Gallant coming through, coming by. Angle it back. You got it again. To sit 3.
Shot after shot.
And look at this. Yeah, that gets them all jumping up in the family suite here at mile 1.
You having fun yet?
Final stone. And needing to draw full 4.
Same line.
I think he
Line's
expected the
good.
way it started.
No backing, boys.
That he'd be
T-line.
needing a draw to the 4 foot to force
Line's
an
good.
extra here. Lang,
Line's good. Right to the
Ebert.
button, boys. Line's good.
yeah, show the skipper what you can
Line's
do.
good. Nice shot, Kev.
And there it is. Wow, we're going to go one more. Why not? It's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Draw 16, Thursday night. The Tim Hortons Brier.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
All right, before we get back to our extra, let's drop in here on the 10th, BC Saskatchewan. John Morris has the brush down. Final stone to be played by Jim Cotter for BC.
A good tick shot by Rick Sawatsky has kept most of the front end open, and Jim Cotter picked out a Casey stone on his first, and Adam Casey went around again. It is full 8 foot, so Jim needs the 4.
For the win, to stay at 4 losses. And there it is. So BC will get the single. They'll win it 7-6. And they will finish at 7-4. 5-6 for Adam Casey out of Regina. Acknowledging the crowd, and they are done through round robin. Now, of course, they have to wait. They will not be on the ice tomorrow morning for the final draw, and they are going to need some help. A team or two dropping back into a tie-breaking situation. So here we go. You ready to blow the roof off the place? It's coming. If Newfoundland and Labrador can pick up the win here in this extra of a 6-6 tie.
Jeff Walker's helping things out by making a perfect tick.
All right, keep it on this side of the line. There you are. Finish it up a little, Mark, just to the line. That's good. That's good.
So here's what we know right now at the moment when it comes to the standings. All right, Manitoba, top of the table. We know that one of these teams, Team Canada, Newfoundland, Labrador, will fall to 3. 3 losses guarantees you a tiebreaker. Quebec, however, still will play tomorrow. There is the potential of teams falling back to 4. But will 4 get you anything? If Quebec should lose tomorrow, there would be no tiebreakers.
Hard, Mark. Go. Go. Get it in. Okay, good shot.
And it will rub and roll in to grab the top 12. Get it in.
Yeah, that's huge, Vic, to get that in there. Then Brad Gushue, if he has to chase something on his last, doesn't have to stick around.
I thought that was going to curl.
Real good, I think.
I got there.
Easy for room.
T-line.
Hey,
Easy for line.
Just put it on the T-line no matter what.
Close, Tim.
Sweep for T and it's Marks.
Still wide open. There it goes. Still wide open. You got to go, Mark.
Right on the T.
How does it ever go? Look at that.
Line's good.
Hang on the back of the T.
I'd say 2/3 of the way, and then it just starts to hook.
Yeah, and they were telling Mark that he was going to have to go to get it to curl.
Good spot.
Great spot. Best he could do.
Wanted to make that one the best they could, because it could be the stone that they're guarding the rest of the end.
Yep. Think you're good. Yep. Can't hurt it. Yep.
Right to it. Good shot. Yep.
Halfway. Yep. I think you're there, Ben.
Just keep it
Weight's
lined
good.
up.
Whoa, easy then.
Half.
Bit of room.
I can see a curl, Mark.
Bit of room, Benny.
Fully across.
Whoa, looks fine for
Looks
weight.
like it's there.
Stay with it.
Mark.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Come on.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard, never off.
Perfect.
This stays the way it is. Brad Gushue might be throwing the out-turn draw to the 4-foot. That's exactly how he won his afternoon game against Ontario.
Yep. Clean. Good shot.
setting up a 3-under now.
Little insurance.
Halfway?
Yeah,
same as me, I
spot,
think.
halfway.
A little higher than me.
Just want to make sure it's usable.
Oh, you know he's the top 12 round.
Yeah.
Little more room than Brent's. Little more room.
A little higher than me, I think. Close.
Hey,
though.
light skip. Just clean.
We're halfway, Kev.
We're halfway out
Stay with
anyway.
it, Brent.
At least halfway.
Clean it. Just can curl still.
At least halfway.
Yep. Yep. Never off. Right up. Right up.
Got Mark.
Good mark.
Brad won't be taking the bait and trying to run that back. To run it back, he might roll for the center guard.
Whoa.
Mark
whoa.
Nichols.
Clean. Good shot.
They get rid of one.
Shot.
Hangs around down to the back edge of the 8.
Maybe that double jam over there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Same line.
Mark. A little less, I thought. Okay.
Maybe a little more room, but close.
It's gonna be me again.
Where?
Halfway.
Shade higher.
A little higher, Kev. A little higher.
Harkton. Never off. Right up.
You're good.
Never off, Brent. Never off. Keep going. Keep going.
Good shot, Mark.
Good.
Good sweeping, Mark. Good boy. Yeah, good sweep.
They look simple, but to put them lined up, enough separation that it's causes Gushue to hit it. They're really good guards.
Yeah, 4 in a row.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean. Piece.
Well
Mark.
done.
Good one.
No time to lose your focus, lose your composure. You're in the extra end of a 6-6 tie.
16-10 on
A chance to take a big step towards the playoffs and possibly the 1-2 page playoff game.
Discard it, yeah. Which one you want, shooter? One? Sure. Is that one of your rocks, I hope?
Same in here as last time?
Yeah. Still pretty good
Sliding
here.
pretty good, eh?
It's not bad at all, yeah. Same spot as Mark's, eh?
Yeah, I'm throwing for halfway.
Yeah, 2/3.
Just confirming the slide path hasn't changed at all for weight.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, it's
Jamie Barras and team, unbelievable job.
Half of the 4 foot or full 4 foot on this. Yeah. I got to play that in turn, which line has been a little tricky.
Well, if he's split in center, you've played that out turn a bunch of times.
Yeah, we'd have to. Well, if he's split in center, absolutely.
A little high.
Yeah, line's good.
Skip stone.
Room.
Here in this extra. Kevin Cooey.
Sure, Benny?
Line's good.
Hard, Brent. Pretty sure.
Hey, keep going. Line's good.
Yeah.
Keep going. Line's good.
Keep going.
Shot stone belongs to
Keep going. Keep going.
Team
Keep
Canada.
going.
T-line, edge of the 4.
Keep going.
Trying to cover here.
Oh, yep.
Go.
Yep. Yep.
Good shot. Great sweeping, guys. Great sweeping. You like that at all? Oh, you got a small half, big third. What do you think?
I'm comfortable with this draw on your last one.
Well, yeah.
He's probably going to try
He's
right
going top
here.
4 to try and block
or
it.
the hit. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind that. You like?
I think he
Family
should be.
suite, Newfoundland Labrador.
I like it.
I don't mind that.
Looking down at the only game still on the ice, this extra end, Newfoundland Labrador and Team Canada.
No, peel. Okay. Straight peel. I like that. It's only going to make it better.
Draw weight for this team's been impeccable. I think this is the only thing you could do right in this situation. Get this thing out of here.
And Brad was 100% last game on 6 draws.
Clean.
Is there somewhere you could play this or put this if you're Team Canada to maybe get him to try the double to bring that stone at the back into play? So you could just play it in such a way that he doesn't have to.
That type of thing, Vic? Yeah, I'm thinking, so you don't have
to go right here.
He ignores it. Brad, I know the guy. He ignores that. He'll draw in that situation. That would be the only way you could jam it.
He wants this out-turn draw.
So I think what they might do is this.
Really though?
What?
Oh yeah, they just said it.
That's what they
said. I'm
stopped
comfortable
with.
with this out-turn draw. Hi. Well, they want him
That's
to throw
what Brett
it.
said,
Sure,
yeah.
I mean, you just have to be so
He
good
wants to
here.
draw.
Oh, Benny.
He wants to draw.
We need a precise shot here, right?
Okay, boys.
He wants to draw, and I feel like if we're gonna get a miss, it's
I mean, and if I come over here, he might just smash this.
Yeah, it might go into there.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only way it goes onto there is if it's kind of dead in front
You
of
got
it.
to be, yeah, right there, 3/4 on this side.
See the thing, if you go too far, he throws the in-turn draw. There's a spot here to make his line a big problem with his draw.
Yeah, I want him to throw the in-turn draw. I don't know how we make him do that.
Right here. Well, this is the in-turn draw.
Might play the double.
Well, he can't. It jams.
It's got to be
He's gotta
careful
stick
to
it.
jam, yeah.
He would play the soft hit and roll, I think.
I think he's playing that before any double. He's playing like something like this. Hack weight, kind of there.
He knows that hit. He just threw it twice that way.
I think you're trying to go here. Like make this a little harder. Maybe get in the way of this. I don't
Just full force splitting center.
Just got to make sure you're out counting that one and make him make a hit.
That's a valid
know.
point.
Just enough, like half
Said he
in
wants
the
the out-turn draw.
half
So.
in the four, so that if he ever plays this and noses it, he's.
You go too deep, there's a wide open hit and a saver.
Hair light.
Short's
skinny
fine.
to stick, and that goes right
Yeah,
there.
you're true. That's true.
Half.
Center line is the line to.
Just bite 4
I think
foot.
he's
The best
fine with
spot.
both draws.
Don't you think?
Okay. Then split the center and
He's not going to miss a 4
make
foot.
it more challenging. Make his line
You got to change the line a little bit. Make him go wider or make him go down the sludge in the middle, the in-turn.
Mostly going that way. He threw a free draw for 2 here that he was a little heavy on the in-turn. It ended up back 4. Wide open draw for 2.
Oh, yeah. Coming this way.
So split the center and
What do you think
I
that
just
is?
don't want to go too far center and leave him the crotch.
Oh no, well the boy's got to.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm, doesn't matter on the line if that's a weight. If I'm here, it's the same thing, right?
Give yourself enough time here.
Yeah. I'm thinking edge of 8.
Yeah.
You think that's?
Show me exactly where you want it. Okay.
Right there, a little on this side is perfect.
Yeah, a little bit on Mark's side. Just fighting 4.
Splitting it.
We can be almost all in the 4 foot.
Oh, listen to that.
Somewhere in this type of area, the cardinal sin here is just bringing it a little deep, and then it's such an easy hit, and you can hit and roll that way and still win. So you got to keep it. Long as you're closer than that red one, it makes Brad's decision a little tougher. Do you hit and stay against 2, or do you play the draw, which is tougher?
Here we go.
Okay, Kev, speed should be the same here as where you just threw.
And here we go. Final stone. Kevin Cooey. Sitting the 1, T line, edge of the 4.
Okay, what'd you get?
Line's good.
They liked it.
Line's good.
Liked what the watch said.
Take a look. Line's good,
Lang,
guys.
Hebert. Center line.
Line's perfect,
Maybe
baby.
biting the top 4 is where the brush went down.
Doesn't
from
need a curl.
Right to here.
Mark Kennedy.
Right to here.
No,
Right to there. Right to that brush.
Yes.
Right to there.
Yes, yes, yes,
Right
yes,
to
yes,
there.
hard,
Oh,
hard.
goodness. How good is that? Right to there.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's perfect, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't like that, Mark.
Okay. Couldn't have walked down there and put it any better.
That's really good. The only thing, though, is it gives Brad the in-turn, and I curled with Brad Gushue. This is the shot he wants. When he's playing a draw to the button to try to win hammer, he'll go to the in-turn draw.
So I think it's good. Like I wouldn't say it's
You like edge of the 8?
6 feet slower.
Yeah, you like edge of the 8?
Slower than the start of the game.
I'm just go off of the one in the draw in 9 was perfect, right?
Is that enough? Might need just out. Yeah, that's,
Keep
It's
in
not
mind
too
you
much.
could be a
I don't think it's too
titch
much.
heavy here and kick off the inside of that
Line
yellow.
improve it more, but no. I like
You couldn't put it
I like
better than that.
Same as it's been?
Brilliant shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple feet slower is all.
2 feet slower than the start of the game.
Gushue, 96%. on 12 draws so far. And none bigger than this right now to pick up the win in the extra.
Roll there.
And hand the defending champions a third loss.
Weight's good.
Walker,
line's good.
Goland.
Okay. Guys.
Trying to just come off that stone. T-line, edge of the floor.
Yes.
Now Walker. Now Gallant. Now the crowd coming in. And going to sit and sit and sit and sit and yes! Sunday night. That ship's horn will mean the ship has come in with a Canadian Men's Curling Championship. For Newfoundland and Labrador, they've taken one more step. Wow, I thought this might just slide a little too far.
And they could have panicked, Cheryl, and if they thought it was heavy, they'd panic to get it off the corner of this yellow, which means they'd sweep it too far. Great awareness.
To just hold on to the back of the button. And lots of happiness, of course, in the Newfoundland and Labrador suite here at mile 1. So, Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador, top of the table at the moment. Northern Ontario is done. They will finish at 3 losses. Team Canada sitting at 3. They will play tomorrow. So will Quebec. British Columbia is also done and waiting to see if 4 will get them into something. And a reminder that 17th and final round robin draw will begin at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Mike McEwen against Jean-Michel Menard in a must-win for Menard to avoid falling back. 8:30 a.m. Eastern, TSN 1, 3, 4, and 5. Kathy and Brian will have it for you. What a night it's been here in St. John's. Spectacular curling. Some memorable Brier with some memorable games. And still so much more to come. Final round robin draw. Tomorrow, will we have tiebreakers? It's all to be decided here at Tim Hortons Brier on Canada's sports leader, TSN.